Hello everyone. I think the stream is on. As always, have to start off with that. Never certain, but I think we're good. I think we're all right. We're hopping right into my last save file and continuing right where we left off. Gosh, it's been an intense week for me, but things are going well. I am very happy to be back here. I'm making sure the stream is going on several devices here. I'm trying to start streaming on Twitch as well, and it's a little difficult to organize. And looks like I'm not streaming on Twitch. That's okay. Another time, eventually we'll get it going, but clearly not just yet. It'll be good. Okay. What do we have? Anyone in the chat so far? So far, no. So far, it's been consistently Michael's been the first one. Whoever comments first, I guess I'll talk to them. I'm excited to see whoever is here at this time. Okay, well, I suppose let's do it. Oh, yo, Damien, looks good and sounds good. Thank you, friend. Oh, good to have you here. Such a joyous occasion. Hope you're doing well, friend. How have you been, man? Been up to anything? You've been talking about starting Elden Ring recently. I wonder if there have been any updates on that. If not, completely understandable. Anyway, okay, so last time we left off, we were in the Dwarven Caves. Actually, no, we just arrived at this random Royal Army campsite and got attacked by Wyfat, the Paladin. That was a hell of an encounter, and now we have all the more reason to find stronger magics to defeat him in the future. So that'll be interesting. To those new of you joining, as always, I'm a wizard making my way for the first time through Dark Souls 2, trying to find my lost memories as I explore the world of Drangleic, and of course find a cool hat. It's essential for to be a cool wizard to have a cool wizard hat. Can't really go without that. And of course, searching for new spells. A friend. I want a friend in Drangleic. That would be really nice. And ultimately some kind of a more grander meaning than what I currently have in this world. Because right now it's not really certain. And wow, I'm really not getting this guy, huh? There we go. Get down. Perfect. Okay, Damien Chat says, unfortunately not yet. I want work to be a little more started before I dive into Elden Ring. Completely felt, man. Yeah, no. I mean, Elden Ring would be a huge commitment, so I mean, totally get it. Feel you. Also, Wyfat, the Paladin, will have to get stronger then. Ah, I see. Well, I guess it's an arms race with the Paladins now, the Wizards and Paladins. A classic conflict. Although typically that's more of a Paladin and Warlock dynamic as opposed to Wizard and Paladin, so. Here. I wonder if we're just going to get invaded by Wyfat again. That would be crazy to just start off the stream with that. Wink wink, Wyfat. It would be pretty cool, actually. Although I would like to heal up. This area has many little creatures that... Well, I actually shouldn't have healed up. I don't know why I just did that. That's okay. I shouldn't have sat down, but we're fine. If I do get invaded, I think I'm gonna be mentally ready. Okay. Wow, a lot of little creatures here. I am so swarmed, geez. Okay, well, alright, I don't know what we're gonna really find this time around in our journey. It's like we've had some experiences with dwarves recently, and even getting into the court of the rat with the was it the royal rat creature thing, the dog rat that we faced last time. I am unsure of how that will work. Anyway, whatever. I'm sorry. I'm kind of getting slightly distracted here. And yeah, the distraction is insane. All right. The Paladin's eating dinner. So real, Paladin. Please enjoy your dinner. Even though we are now adversaries, I wish you a good meal. Hope you're enjoying it. Curious, what does a Paladin eat these days? I just had some chicken. It was delightful right before the stream, so it might have made me a tad bit sleepy, but I think that might just add to the the cozy-esque energy of the stream. I recently got a community award on Steam about like something about like coziness or something, and as far as I understand, that's probably one of you guys awarding me that, which I appreciate, which is neat. I don't see why Steam would suddenly give me that if it wasn't one of y'all. Either way, the notion is appreciated. Perhaps I should try to cultivate a more peaceful atmosphere here as we go through Dark Souls 2. So, I don't know. I'm curious. What do y'all enjoy most about these streams? Do you prefer I don't know, is the commentary at all engaging, or do you just like the fact that it's Dark Souls 2? Or do you prefer the atmosphere that we have going? Also, I'm getting parried. Sheesh, okay. You know, I think I'm not being smart about this. I'm a wizard, man. There we go. I'll do it again. Damn, okay. Here. Have an Estes. That's nice. Okay. Thai barbecue ribs. Nice, man. Paladin's really getting, I guess, those royal feasts these days. I feel like, I don't know, haven't had barbecue ribs in quite a while. I don't know, gonna have to correct that one of these days. And I don't know how this man is still alive. I should probably talk a little bit about this location we find ourselves in at this time. So the fact that we are at a royal campsite, to me, is a great indicator of us moving towards some kind of a... I guess that indicates to me that there is a royalty, in fact, in this realm, towards which perhaps we are slowly moving along. We've been fighting all kinds of knights, all kinds of opponents that have represented the authority of, well, some kind of authority, local authority, but the fact that, you know, there's royalty going on, or at least that there are royal knights, to me says that there's probably a king that we are going to find at some point. That seems in line with From Software. We had the twin princes in Dark Souls 3, of course, Gwyn in Dark Souls 1, so it only seems fitting there would be some kind of a king figure in this one too. These pigs are insane. How do they domesticate boars like that? Good stuff. Well, last time we got to 600 voices. I don't know how that happened. It feels like a fluke. It should probably... I am predicting now we're probably not going to have 300 voices. That would only 600 voices. That would be kind of incredible. If that's at all a new consistency, that would be insane. But I am perfectly happy with the little cozy vibes we've had with just you guys. It's been good. Anyway, here, let me get this guy here. Okay, man. Burning corpses are, I don't know, hell of a thing. Piles of burning corpses. I think I've talked to you all before about like the smelts that happen when people get stuck together in you know, in fires. Those are, I don't know, terrible thing. In terms of like body horror, I think these are, I mean, kind of adjacent to body horror, but I think it doesn't actually really go into like the themes of like questioning one's identity. Because really, I mean, this is just an environmental piece, which I think is great, like storytelling that like, oh, there's been like a horrible atrocity that happened here. But I don't think it necessarily conveys a sense of horror like body horror typically does. So I'm just going to move on past that. And whatever is down there, I have a feeling we're going to be going there very soon. So I guess I should probably brace myself and figure out where it is that I'm going. Okay. I should have probably just started going here right away. Hello to anyone joining. Hope you are having a wonderful evening. We are slowly descending into whatever pit this is. Those sure look like crystals to me. Perhaps quartz or something. We'll have to see for sure. And I'm a little tight. Oh my god. Okay. Well, that was cool. Okay. Okay. Delightful. Thank you, Dark Souls. Completely understandable. Wifehead says, check the well. Okay, well, we just walked past the well over there. I think getting to it might be a little problematic, but I think we can manage. Let's give it a shot. Sometimes the voices are truly helpful in this endeavor. Okay. What do we got here? I don't remember where the well was. My instincts tell me it's somewhere here, but maybe I don't have a reason to think that. Oh, there it is. Yes, okay. Oh, you guys are... Y'all weren't supposed to be there. Okay. Okay, well that was alright. That was just 3,000 souls. We're doing alright. We are waking up and locking on for Dark Souls. Oh, have some chamomile tea here. It's pretty nice. If you're feeling quite chill right now, but I promise I'll wake up. It always takes a second. Okay. I can't tell what that man is doing. It almost looks like he's trying to carve out that player message there, but I suspect that was put only afterwards. So let's see, what do we have? Recklessness, front. That would have been crazy. Ignore what I just tried to do there for a second. Oh, I didn't see you. Here. 1, 2. 1. I don't like that they hold up their shields like as though like they're trained military. You would think that they wouldn't act like trained military and would in fact not use their shields, but I guess here we are. Okay. What do we have? What do I want to talk about today? I think it's tempting to, as always, fall into the conversation about aesthetics, as I've been trying to do recently. And I suspect it's probably going to keep coming up. I've been reading more comic books lately, and that's been interesting. Tried out The Last Day of H.P. Lovecraft. That was a honestly, shockingly kind of emotional read. The whole comic mixes Lovecraft's actual letters with its narrative, as in you're just like reading the comic and you're getting this kind of autobiographical look at Lovecraft as he reminisces about his life, more or less. And there's some eldritch things happening and a crazy expressionistic art style, and then in between every now and then you see like actual letters that he wrote to like people in his life, and it's like, wow, that's a side of Lovecraft I had no idea about. And I don't know, it's I'd highly recommend if you'll ever get the chance to check it out. Also, I don't think there's anything in this well. I think I've checked the well. Maybe I can try to hit it or something. Maybe there's a way to jump into it. Let's give that a shot. I trust the paladin, or perhaps the paladin is deceiving me, which would be a first. So let's see what we got here. Try jog or jumping. Okay, let's try it. Ooh, okay, what do you got? Ooh, holy water urn up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's enough hits. Okay, good. Well, this is interesting. Holy water urn. We should probably read that. That seems significant enough for us to check out, considering that YFAT told us it's worth going here. Holy water urn. Cleanse undead with holy essence. Okay. The urn filled with crystal clear water. Originally intended as a soothing potion, this water scalds the skin of undead and hollows. In the cold capital of Mira, an ancient well-protected spring produces holy water, but the water has been difficult to acquire ever since Mira became embroiled in war. I like the word embroiled. I'm going to have to look that one up later. That's cool. Okay. Where are we? Oh, maybe this... How interesting. Oh my god, what? Oh! Wow. I should have seen that one coming. My bad. Okay. I forget the classic magnetic tongue of the mimic. This is a rookie Dark Souls mistake. Yeah, getting whirlpooled into its mouth is a easy mistake to make. We're gonna go ahead and do that again, because I think there was probably something of worth in there for us. Let's give it a shot. Nice. Man, and it's like, and I hit it too, so it was like, okay, so this is a mimic, and then just, then getting indeed just dragged into its mouth. That was pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna try to get this guy. All right, no one's following me. That's good. Sick. Okay, let's try it again. Man, last time we talked a little bit about storming castles, and I feel like that's not a point where I really got to elaborate on to the degree that I was hoping to. So, might talk a little bit more about sieging and stuff. I don't know, since our last experience with the the Iron Keep, I feel like I've had more memories about what it was like sieging castles in the past. So might talk about that a bit more today. Wow, this was way more difficult than it was the first time. I wonder how much of that is the fact that there isn't a roof anymore. I can do it. Crazy stuff. Okay. So, can tell for sure there was some kind of a atrocity that happened here, and man, I'm really not able to get this well. Excuse me, you guys. Thank you for being so patient. Something is wrong with me this morning or this evening. That's okay. Shocked Michael isn't here. He tends to be with us. Okay. So there's... That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Okay. I'm going to give it one more go, and then maybe I'll try something else. This is not progressing particularly well, if I'm being honest. Yo, enjoy world peace. I hate this area, oh my lord. Oh really? Okay, well that gives me a lot of hope for what's about to come. And man, I'm gonna learn to jump. I said that was my last try, but I felt like I could have done better than that, so I'm gonna give it another chance. And you also, okay, enjoy world peace. I'm very happy to have you here, man. Oh my gosh, this is. This might be easier without all the guys chasing me. I think that could be a factor in this endeavor. Yeah, but yeah, world peace. Very very happy to have you here, man. How's your day going? Hope you're doing well today. Okay. What if I just don't jump? What if I just run? That could also be a solution. I want to kill that mimic, because surely that water wasn't the thing that I was looking for initially. Yeah, okay, that was as simple as. Perfect. Alright, the more we know. Smooth and silky stone. Classic board drop right there. Also, what if it says, oh, you missed that one, try another. Yeah. Okay, let's try that again. This time around, I should be okay. What do you mean? Okay, so I thought that was like an accidental gimmick of the mimic. That was in fact a core mechanic, the teleportation into its mouth. Are mimics known in this game for insane mouth abilities? Okay, why enjoy world peace says day's going good, trying to learn how to PvP in Dark Souls 2. How's your run going? That's very ominous that you say that, enjoy world peace. We've been having several people who've been getting back into DS2 for no reason in particular. But yeah, no, my day's been honestly pretty chill. I'm a little more tired than I usually like to be for these streams, unfortunately, but that's okay. Here, let's try it. Let's try it. Dude, okay, I can't believe I have to do this again. This is unfortunate. I am feeling kind of like Sisyphus right now, just a little bit. Why is this like this? Why am I like this? Something happened to the wizard in between in between the journeys. Okay. Okay. Enjoy roll P says, oh yeah, mimics can grab you from behind. Very cool. Classic mimic. 2, 3. Oh. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this time around we are not gonna get eaten by the mimic. I have a good reason to believe we're gonna be okay. We're not gonna let him grab us from behind because I mean, gosh, that would be dumb. Should say I haven't had that many experiences with mimics in my past. It's like I've always heard about mimics, like oh yeah, they really, you know, just everywhere these days. Every other item could be a mimic, but I've not had much trouble with them personally. It's in Drang Lake mostly that I've been running into them. Although there were some in Lordran in the past, and those were sort of problematic. But so far, this particular mimic has been the most trouble a mimic has ever caused me. So let's see how it's going to teleport me to its mouth this time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, stay away from me. Okay. Simple as. Okay. Dark leggings. Staff of Wisdom. You guys hear that? Staff of Wisdom. Zampola Dorada. How curious. Surely this is an NPC. I doubt it would be anything other. What do we got? Alright. Okay, the fact that he can just like fight me like that, I think it tells me that it's probably an NPC. Yeah. Interesting. We are gonna find a way to do this. Where are you? Oh, there you are. That's crazy. Okay. You'd think that there would be a use in being able to shoot somebody through a window, but I guess you can't really do that these days. Where are you? I'll try to bait them out more onto a flat plane where I could fight them. Oh, I know. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stay away. Okay. So that felt like an NPC, which is okay. I'm cool with that. I wonder if they're going to invade me again. If they do, that's fine. We'll give it another shot. Enjoy World Peace says, same here. I have never had much trouble with mimics. Yeah, real. These are strange. That one was strangely janky, and yeah. Okay, we're going to ignore the rest of this location. Actually, before we do that, let's take a moment to appreciate what we've just found. We have, in fact, discovered the Staff of Wisdom, which seems cool. I'm very curious. What do we have? Where is it? Great Lands, Black Knight Sword. Staff of Wisdom. Okay. Staff of Lost Land of Oliphis. Sorcery dedicated catalyst. Cannot be used to cast hexes. Okay. The crystal at the tip of the staff greatly augments spell strength. Already a finely crafted staff, made even more effective by its crystal, the brilliance of which has been polished over time with powerful magic. Okay, you guys, that seems kind of really sick. I think we're gonna have to give it a shot. Let's see, what are we working with? Oh, we can't equip it? Why is that? What are those strange requirements that you have? Here. I totally missed it. What do we have? Excuse me? Is that intelligence I'm missing? I'm not intelligent enough to use the staff. Noted. Okay, well we're going to hold off on that, and eventually we'll use the staff, and that'll be cool. But for now, clearly need to get a degree or something. I like those not at all suspiciously placed boulders. I don't know what's going to happen to me if I walk past them. Okay, we're just going to ignore that. That's a lot of guys down there. The orb is powerful. I think the orb never lets us down. It's been like a consistently powerful weapon that just makes everything better. Although it does make things sometimes a little too easy, but perhaps if things start getting too easy, we'll try a different kind of spell variation. Also, hello, we have more people joining the stream. Happy to have you all here, friends. Welcome to the Deluge of Voices. I am just searching for meaning and exploring the world of Dark Souls 2 as a wizard for the first time. Yes, gotta keep saying that, you know, for those who do not know. So, Enjoy World Peace says, okay, no, Wi-Fi says brain not big enough. Yes, for sure. Enjoy World says gotta finish. Okay, finish. That's interesting. Okay, Wi-Fi says best sorcerer staff in the game. By the way, okay, that seems to make sense. 50 intelligence requirement. I would think that'd probably be the greatest. Also, how many people we got here? Not too many. We're okay. Okay, thank you for the clarification there. Enjoy World Peace. I was wondering, well, what do you got to finish, man? Yeah, fair enough. Wizard School is one that has to be done. I don't know. To be fair, honestly, the idea of a wizard school is strange. I don't particularly agree that that's the best way to practice wizarding or learn wizarding. In fact, I think a lot of wizards try to monetize their wizardry by creating such establishments. And while there is great many things that can happen with the wizards coming together and trying different kinds of academia together, I do think that so long as there isn't like a huge paywall, the wizarding world maybe should have institutions like that, but at the same time, I think the current state of wizardry institutions is just ridiculous. You think of that kid Harry Potter, oh my gosh, the whole premise of that narrative is that he's just like very rich ultimately and can like afford to go to school and like have insane like British British schooling every single day of the summer. But no, kind of interesting. Or summer, was it? I think it's a year on. Sorry, not summer. It's not a summer school. It's a whole actual school. Excuse me. Whatever. Not a huge not a huge Harry Potter expert myself. Although I know Damien here is. If Damien chooses to reveal himself again. Also, hello, Atmosai. Happy to have you. Howdy, wizard. Howdy, Atmosai. I hope you're doing well today. I am slightly more tired than normal, and it's a little more difficult to speak, but I'm still having a great time. I think this has already been delightful. To anyone joining, very happy to have you all here. We are just exploring the world of Dark Souls 2 for the first time. I am a wizard in search of meaning, and several other things that I might at some point lay out more clearly throughout the stream when we have more people joining. Yeah, so I don't have to repeat myself too much. So think of it as like, I guess, slow storytelling, you know, pacing the narrative, yeah. Anyway, Wi-Fi says, wizard got kicked out of college for practicing dark magic. Nah, man, well, look, no, not exactly, although, I mean, there's been many that has happened to. I mean, me in particular, no, I didn't practice enough dark magic. And actually, it's kind of funny, when you actually start entering higher levels of academia, you realize that most of the wizards there, they're actually onto that dark magic. That's the funny thing, is as you enter the wizarding colleges and stuff, you realize that actually on a graduate level, the wizards want you to know hexes. They deeply desire you to see the truth of the world like they do, but then on an undergraduate level, they're just like, oh yeah, this is the curriculum that I've been told to teach people according to the wizarding school. So yeah, just saying, yeah, at a higher level, they're all just dark mages. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, you know. We've talked about this before. There is, in fact, no real harm in that, I think, in dark magic. I think that label itself is more harmful than anything. Too many negative stereotypes around it, for sure. Also, I'm appreciating this room, and I'm appreciating the peace of these arachnids here. Very cool. Enjoy World Peace says it's mostly British wizards that monetize it, if you notice that pattern. That is true. I don't know, something about British wizards and, you know, I guess exploiting people like that. Yeah, it's interesting. Anyway, that's a lot of little creatures everywhere. There you guys go. Okay. Nice. This is the Dark Hail is pretty good here. This might be the ultimate use for the Dark Hail. The Dark Hail does not sound like a particularly politically correct spell to use, admittedly, but that was very effective. Okay. All right. Glad that's not a mimic. Fair enough. Let us. Okay. Nothing like encountering the orb of corruption inside of your chest. Heavy bolt. Don't think I'll be using that, unfortunately. Not really my style. The technology of the crossbow is interesting, powerful, but I don't know. I think it of the many weapons we could be using, that one begins to really not de-emphasizes the user in many ways, I think, and yeah, so I don't think we'll be using that anytime soon. Anyway, maybe more in crossbows later. That's crazy. Hello. Okay, excuse me. I didn't mean to be here. Oh, yo, are you an You're a prowling Magus congregation. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry for interrupt. I didn't mean to interrupt you guys. This is really a misunderstanding. I mean it, like... Oh, you also have dark orbs? Like, dude, I also have dark orbs. We don't have to do this. Here. Dude. Just, yeah, we're okay. Like, just be chill, please. Okay, I don't think this will be chill. I think we can't really go past these people without killing every one of them, I think. That tends to be a theme in Drang Lake, I've noticed, is that you can't just go past a congregation without killing every single person in it. Okay. Okay. Man, I mean, that guy, clearly a powerful wizard. I don't want to, like, ruin his whole gathering. It takes a lot to gather even a book club, let alone a dark gathering like this. Speaking from experience. Okay. Dude, I'm sorry. You guys are kind of like the Deacons a little bit. Deacons of the Deep from Dark Souls 3. Slight memory of that. I'll try not to die. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're orbing me too? Okay. I think I have to actually, like, take down his comrades here. I'm sorry. Man. That guy probably just... There was probably years and years of, like, schooling that wizard had to go through just now. Oh, no, well, over the years, and his life was just cut short with a dark orb. Whoa, okay. Here. I mean, you have powerful magics, man. Don't get me wrong. I respect your style. But you kind of need to diversify from just the dark orb. I mean, whatever it was that other thing you were trying to cast was cool. I don't think you're in your prime these days. Not really working for you. Okay. I think we're done with the Prowling Magus. I think the Prowling Magus was an interesting adversary. Let us end his congregation. Okay. Rip. Well, really the downfall of academia is the academics, I guess. Titanite slab. Well, I don't feel too bad for killing them. Clearly, he was charging way too much for his services. How the hell does an academic these days come by an actual Titanite slab? That's... Yeah, no, he was clearly overcharging them. Although they probably shouldn't have died. I think he had brainwashed him too much at that point for him to live. But yeah, he was really overcharging for sure. Cracked red eye orb. Fair enough. I'll take it. Maybe one day we will use a cracked red eye orb and really join that. Be that menace to society, like all invading spirits are. That's... You know, let's actually go down for a little bit. Let's not look at that. Let's check in with the voices before I proceed further. Enjoy World Peace says, establish dominance as the better wizard. That's sort of how it felt, admittedly. Didn't die to Pinwheel. Congratulations. Thank you, YFAT. I don't know. That was a wacky little boss fight. I am curious what you mean by Pinwheel there. Is he in fact like just also a necromancer? Also, maybe I'm not supposed to be attacking these people. Hello? Are you just chill? I'm sorry if I killed your spider.
Something seems to be bothering you.
Yeah, I didn't mean to kill your spider.
Yes, I can tell. It is written upon your face. You have doubts about something you did.
Yeah, I don't think I should have killed that spider.
I am Cromwell.
Well met, Cromwell.
Regret, anguish, disillusion, bewilderment. What wonderful gifts they are.
I like this lens you have.
Together, they are the essence of life. Don't you?
Not really my life, admittedly. Not as a infinitely respawning wizard. The essence of my life seems to be, oh yeah, that you died, try again. No need for regrets. Just it'll make everything respawn once more. That seems to be kind of a thing with video games, as ultimately video games tend to be a kind of a fantasy of, I guess, getting to redo your mistakes, like you can't in real life, where, you know, you mess up and, yeah, can never fix it. But here it's literally just, oh yeah, just restart and try it again exactly as it was. Let's talk a little bit more to him, but... Grimnir, hello, friend. Happy to have you here. Hope you're doing well this evening. Joy, we just destroyed a little coven of dark academics, and it's behind us now. So I don't know, it feels kind of bad. Also, lots of spiders, and had a crazy encounter with a mimic earlier. Not sure how to feel about that one, admittedly. Excuse me, the mimic was incredibly magnetic. I didn't know they had such properties in Drang Lake. Yeah, definitely got to stay away from them in the future. So, YFAT says that was the Pinwheel equivalent fight of this game. Oh, fair enough. Okay, well, understandable. Enjoy World Peace says there are so many cool wizards in DS2. I can't wait to see you meet some of them. Okay, well that's very exciting. I thought that wouldn't be a huge selection, so this is an exciting notion for me. Then finally, YFAT says, you must cleanse your sins. I don't know about that.
You're lost, bewildered by your own actions.
I guess the spider, maybe I shouldn't have killed him for sure.
Little thing.
That's a little condescending.
How tiny and frail are we? But if your heart is yet sincere, your sins will be forgiven. Now is the chance. Demonstrate your sincerity to me.
Okay, you guys. Let me see. I don't...
One can be forgiven as long as he is.
So, listen to me. Okay. I haven't done anything wrong. I don't like that this man is suggesting that I've somehow wronged somebody right now. I think I've been staying true to myself in this journey. Perhaps maybe a little bit the Rat King as well. I've been staying true to the Rat King, although that's less intentional. But I don't feel too bad about that either. This Cromwell, the Pardoner, I don't know what gives him that authority. I don't really like what he represents.
Whenever you are ready.
I think... Okay. This may be remembered later. have to. I have this urge in me to smite this man. It's done. I didn't need to be forgiven of anything. Okay, we're good. Huh, okay. So there we go. Anyway, that was fine. Anyway, Wifet says you must cleanse your sins. I don't think I needed to cleanse anything there. I think that was we're completely okay. Grimnir Talks says, awesome. I think the congregation fight is charming in a way, albeit a bit jank at times. Yeah, I don't know. That one was funny. Yes. Wifet says, I have angered the gods. Okay, well, I don't know, man. I think that was completely reasonable, everything that I did there. I stand by my actions. I think that man was probably going to charge me money and claim that I've been somehow saved by him. I don't see at all what authority he had to do that. So we're going to go ahead and actually level up real fast at Majula and return right back to this location and keep exploring. Yes. Grimnir says, yes, so ruthless, I like it. Very, very, very happy, man. I'm glad this appeals to you. I think that was a necessary action. Yes. Michael says, yes. Hello, Michael. So happy to have you here. Strike him down and fulfill your destiny. Again, I don't know what destiny you guys are necessarily talking about. I feel like I'm in control of my own faith and path, and I think we're okay. I think that was purely necessity, and that man deserved that. I had nothing to repent for. Okay, we're going to level up. Yes, and we're gonna start doing intelligence again, because we want that staff. We want that 50 intelligence for the crazy staff. So that will be epic. Also, I wonder if we need Twinkling Titanite to level it up. In fact, I want to kind of make sure that that's in fact the case before I use my Twinkling Titanite for anything else. That does use Twinkling Titanite. Very interesting. Okay. Well, now that's remembered. We were probably going to stop upgrading this staff and are now going to emphasize the sword, the long sword, in terms of my Titanite upgrades. A few more Titanite chunks, and then we can use the slab, and it's going to be good, for sure. Okay. Well, anyway, for some reason it feels like as I felt like the blood of that man upon my sword, something irreversible happened within me, but that's okay, you know. Whatever that was, probably not a huge deal. Yeah, I'm sure. We're going right back to where we were just a moment ago and continuing on our path. Yes. Where were we now? Michael, how's your day going? Always so nice to have you here. You've been a very consistent viewer. I mean, many of you guys have been consistent viewers. Thank you. I'm just like noticing Michael joined. It's like, oh yeah, comrade, happy to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Curious how your life is going. Feels like I'm kind of getting to know y'all just a little bit at a time, and that's been really fun. This whole YouTube thing has been strange because it feels like a lot of it it was like talking to thin air in a way, and seeing numbers, just arbitrary numbers going up. But then actually streaming here with you guys, it's been delightful because it feels like it's a kind of a community experience, and I almost feel like I'm actually getting to socialize a bit, and that's been really fun. A cool little parasocial relationship forming with all of you. I'm very happy we are in this all together. This doesn't look like an NPC I can talk to, so we're just gonna kill him. I have a feeling that the man we killed, the pardoner, was to some degree affiliated with the king, and I don't know if we're really gonna... I don't know. I don't think we're gonna be on good terms with whatever king is of this land at this point. So, yeah. That's a crazy sandpit over there. I wonder if there's an antline or something. Wow, paladin! That's not a good place to invade me. I have a feeling this is going to be very quick. I am not in an advantageous spot at all. Okay, fair enough. I think completely reasonable. Let's see what... Okay. Oh, of course. I should have known. What are we working with? Ah, of course. Paladin, I am preemptively apologizing. I have a feeling I'm not going to be much long for this world. Yeah, I was not in a good place to attack. I'm sorry, dude. Sorry, you didn't get your revenge there. I apologize greatly. Yeah, fuck you too. It really looked like a middle finger for a second. That'd be an awesome emote to just have in the Souls games. Okay, that fight is gonna happen. I promise you. I do think that was not a good place to have that fight, though. Or perhaps in a way you did win. So I guess I respect that. I don't think that was really the duel you were hoping for, nor I was hoping for. So. Wow, these guys are crazy. I didn't realize how much damage they would do. And so I got carried away for a second. That's okay. We're gonna get right back to it, and this time I'll take a different path that doesn't involve me falling close to the sand pit. Yes. To anyone joining the stream today, very happy to have you all here, friends. I am just a wizard exploring Dark Souls 2 for the very first time. It's already been a journey, just searching for a purpose, meaning, my memories, cool hat, friends, and a spell. Cool spells. That's the hope. Okay. I guess now it seems like I am also wrestling with some kind of a destiny that the voices are telling me about, and I don't really know what that destiny could possibly be. I think I've done everything right so far, and I don't know. I really no clue what destiny this is that you guys have been trying to allude to. I think only good things are going to come of this journey. I am very curious about how the plot line is going to get resolved with the. Oh, that's cool. That's fun. That was a little neat gimmick. Okay, please let me just kill you. I've never killed you guys. You guys have been like insane in this game. Okay. Petrified dragon bone. I'll take it. Whatever. What I was saying just a moment ago. I was saying something. Gosh, what was I saying? I've completely forgotten. If anyone remembers, I would love to know. Sometimes these things slip from me. Checking in with the voices. Awesome. Think the congregation fight is charming in a way, albeit a bit jank. Oh, yeah, right. Yes. Wi-Fi says, you have angered the gods. Or yes, strike. Oh, right. Okay. Wi-Fi says, you shall not escape my wrath. I feel that. Yes, I am. I know it's it feels like there are multiple pursuers at this point. You know, there's like allegedly the pursuer, and there's the forlorn, and now there's also the paladin, and that was crazy. Wow. Nice. Okay. So yeah, there's the forlorn, there's Wi-Fi, there's the pursuer. Yeah, it feels like making lots of enemies, but which means I have a few comrades here, of which one it happens to be the Rat King. At least I think of the Rat King as so far being like one of the best homies in terms of how he treats me. You know, maybe the Rat King is like the friend we've been searching for all these days, all these years, all these days. Yeah. Torch. Yeah, I'll take torch. I forget how much torch do I have at this point. That's a lot of torch. One of these days I'll just activate it and talk to the stream for an hour and a half without actually doing anything. So to anyone joining, very happy to have you all join the Deluge of Voices. We are... Oh my gosh, what? No. Oh, just be good. Be good. Don't... Please. Okay. That's reasonable. I don't think I should have expected anything else. And speaking of the devil, the Forlorn is here. I have a bad feeling about this. I think with all the spiders here, the Forlorn is gonna flank me. Yeah, there he is. Dude, you're a little too extreme. I'd rather not right now. Okay, how about this? Okay. Oh, that's not terrible. Oh yeah, I actually, unlike him, I have a way to regenerate, right? I might be fool. I might be a fool. What is happening to the sound of the game? What is this hell? Okay. This is brutal. I'm really sorry y'all had to listen to that. It sounds like my computer's breaking. We will not do that again. It seems like the real death there was probably audience retention. Whoever was trying to sleep. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's I feel like you're getting faster and faster at the spiders. I'm sure the Forlorn's gonna attack us once again. Is there even any point to fighting the Forlorn? Do you all know? Also, death by Lego, says YFAT. Yeah, that comparable for sure. That's funny reframing this as a big Lego mine. They're just like trying to get like the bricks for the building process of the Legos, the Lego material. Anyway, the plastic mines. Gosh, what am I thinking here? Gotta randomly throw it in there. For my research recently, I've been reading Curse of the Werewolf, kind of an essay collection, or not more like a dissertation about werewolves, and that's been kind of neat. Probably gonna come up in one of my next Bloodborne analyses. Would recommend if y'all are interested in werewolves. I've never seen a more like, I guess, thorough breakdown of werewolves like as a concept in media. Just look up Curse of the Werewolf. I can give you all the author. I'm never good with author names on the spot. I apologize, unless it's like just an obvious author like Foucault or something. Let me. Yes, there we go. It's so satisfying using the magic. I absolutely adore being able to point in any given direction and just make things disappear. I guess that must be what it was like for people to invent, gunpowder and stuff. But no, this feels significantly cooler than just gunpowder, and this is probably not a good place to be in, now that I think about it. So let's not be here if that's at all an option. All right. Hello to anyone joining. Just a wizard exploring Dark Souls 2 for the first time. Yeah. Later might elaborate. We'll see. What are we working with here? Basilisk. I haven't been cursed by them in this game. I assume they petrify people still. Also, just to point out, I don't think I've processed these enemies. That's sick. Like the weird spider hybrid people. These are actually probably, this might be some of my like favorite enemies design-wise. That's a really badass like spider spider design. And like actually having people like being part spider, like with a spider controlling them. I feel like I've seen that somewhere on Pinterest, but that's about it. It's cool stuff. Either way, yeah. Were we just here a second ago? I feel like we were, but maybe I'm wrong. I was wrong. Okay. Large Titanite shard. I'll take that. Oh my gosh, that was intense. For a real like frame dropping there for a second. Huh. Okay. So I don't think I fully processed why it is that we are even in this location. I think a part of these games seems to be just that they kind of funnel you into a very specific journey, and you don't really have to worry at all about maps, just because if you just go in a direction, you're probably gonna beat the game, or at least you're gonna get to where you're supposed to go, which is, I don't know, I guess like rhetorically interesting that like all you have to do is just walk forward and give it your best and just put your will into the world around you, and you're eventually going to succeed, and not necessarily being like too lost so long as you just keep going forward. I might have mentioned it before, there's a very common critique of Dark Souls where it's like, I guess, a simulation of a meritocratic system in which you kind of, there's this presupposition that no matter what you do, so long as you just give it your best, you'll eventually succeed, which feels like, kind of a very like this kind of the myth of the meritocracy where, oh yeah, we're ultimately all the same in terms of our background, and that we can just all put in infinite work into a thing and succeed. Anyway, that's just the reason I say that is there are several essays on the topic if y'all are interested, just analyses of Dark Souls and like relation to capitalism and stuff. Anyway, also the wizard the wizard will say now, you know, I'm not at all promoting like Marx or Marxist literature. You know, the wizard would never do that. CIA, this will never happen. I don't stand for that whatsoever. In fact, you know, his stuff is so dumb. Just read the Capital, Das Kapital by Marx, and just see how stupid it is. Really just like spend hours analyzing that stuff, and like just to see how completely like not in the loop that guy was. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. This will, yeah. See, I actively condemning it. So yeah, will not be in trouble later for sure. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay, for sure. What are we working with? So this man isn't aware of the shield on his back, or whatever that is. Either way, this is indeed the power of the dark orb, where you can just do that. Anyway, a triviality, that's what that man was. We move on. It does feel delightful putting my will out onto the world. The dark orb makes it very easy. Perhaps one day we will in fact get some more dark orbs. And did my dark what? Let's not do that. I don't know what that was about, y'all. That was strange. Okay, sorry about that. That was very, very, very jarring. For a second there, my like IP address came up, and I was like horrified that like, oh my god, did the stream just see my IP address? We're okay. Yeah. Anyway, it was also like jarring that like, oh yeah, I just like brought up Marx for a second. I was like, oh god, they're onto me. Whatever. We are not doing that. Moving on. Top 10 things I'll regret saying later down the line. Okay. What are we working with here? Where even are we? Are those webs? Are we looking at massive webs? I think we're gonna get a spider boss. I have a suspicion. Anyway, let me check with the voices before I go on to my death. Wi-Fi says they're being puppeted by the spiders. Yeah, that's just a sick design like element. Absolutely adore that. Wi-Fi says I've got lore synopsis for you when you finish the game if you want. I mean, I'd love to hear it. It would be, I'd love to like have my own interpretations first and then maybe go through with it. That would be good. Wi-Fi says the paladin looks down on politics even more than dark magic. Real, I feel that. We are not going to be doing that. We'll want to stay clear of that for this adventure. Excuse me. Okay, wow. Fair enough. What do we have here? Just a... This is very reminiscent of the Crystal Cave in Dark Souls 1, but with spider webs instead of crystals. Okay. Okay. Just very ominous atmosphere here. I do enjoy it quite a bit. Can we actually get up here though? No, not that easily. Can I jump? Nope, I can't jump. Understood. I would think that there would be no fall damage here, right? This is just like webs. I could probably just walk along the webs and be fine. I sure hope so. Okay. Interesting. I am slightly lost. That's okay though. I'll find my way. Perhaps even I should do a human effigy. I think that's a good idea. It's been a minute. Yeah, well, let's treat ourselves. I think we made it quite far, and this is about a good time to get a little effigy. Progressing on. Whoa. Okay. Too close. Hello, anyone joining? We are slowly making our way through Dark Souls 2 for the first time. Good times. Ugh. That feels like a lot of enemies. It also not too many, so I think we'll be okay. Can I make it? I did make it. Okay. Drink. Yes, we're okay. Oh, that feels kind of epic. We're kind of making it. I'm actually surprised I'm still alive. That felt like I was going to get overwhelmed for a second, but no, yeah, we're okay. We're doing good. Whatever it is that we're moving towards, surely it's not going to be the mother of the spiders. That would be just ridiculous. I've never seen that before. So I'm actually I'm not too against spiders. Honestly, spiders pretty groovy creatures, especially jumping spiders. I think they are. I don't know. The jumping spiders are just delightful. These guys are pretty creepy for sure, especially having an actual skull on their back makes you think that something is something's up with them. But yeah, okay. Anyway, sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Okay. What are we working with? Simpleton Spice. Okay, cool. Works with me. Perfect. Alright, I think we are a fool. I am a fool. That was kind of deserved, admittedly. I do apologize for that. I think I'll be able to make it back pretty quickly. Alright, good times, you guys. Oh. Okay. Yeah, let's give it another shot. Yes. I think I can just run past everyone at this point. Let's give it a try. I think nothing too bad is going to happen from that. Just sprinting through. Sorry, I'm still kind of slightly frazzled by the weird pop-up I got a little bit ago. Just still processing that. We're fine. Okay. Wi-Fi says webs are too sticky to jump. Yeah, that tracks. Here, let's grab whatever that. Oh, yo, Titanite chunk. I think we might have enough at this point to properly level up. And we're just gonna run past these enemies as well. And we're just gonna try to go straight for that boss room. Because surely that's a boss room, right, friends? I think so. Torch is good in this area. You are a very wise friend. I think I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna have to be smarter than this. Let's let's be smarter than that. Here, I'll try to use the Dark Hail. I do like the Dark Hail's like spread. That feels kind of wonderful compared to my other spells that I've been using. Here. Okay. Oh, what? That's new. Okay. I guess there's a slowing down web effect we can accidentally face. Here. I can't tell if that's two guys or one. I guess it was in fact. Well, I guess it was two guys because there was a spider and a man. Okay. Genuinely very interested in seeing what this boss fight looks like. I'm assuming there's got to be some kind of a bonfire next to it, because I would feel unfortunate if that was not the case. But no, who knows? Let's give it another try. Oh, I should have known. It's been a little too long since I've been evaded by the Forlorn, so we are. Actually, we're not going to fight him. We're going to try to stay clear of the Forlorn again. I think he's just asking for trouble, and we don't want anything to do with him at this time, at least. Okay, what do we got? Come on, tell me there's a bonfire. There is not, in fact, a bonfire, and that's okay. I'm sure I'm probably missing it. That's probably it. Here, just gathering everyone in a big circle, and we're just gonna have to see what happens here. Oh my gosh, dude, you were... Oh, I guess I can make it through there. That was okay. That was truly unfortunate. So it feels like I'm probably gonna have to kill these guys, because that's a little too many enemies for me to face all at once. All right. Oh, George, hello, friend. So happy to have you here. Hope your day is going well. It is a good day. We are, yeah, slowly making our way through, I guess, this spider area. Chapel Threshold. That's where we're... Chapel Threshold. Have we in fact reached the chapel? That makes me kind of curious. I wonder where we're getting these names from, you know? Like, what element of the... like, of the game are these titles? Is that in fact our real knowledge of the truth of the game? Is this in fact the Chapel Threshold? Or are we actually, well... is this just us making up the names for them, and this is just processed through our character? Also, what is this? Once a bonfire ascetic is devoured by the flames, its effects can never be reversed. Be prepared before using this perilous ember. Fire exhibits a connection to the curse, and when the flames grow stronger, so does the fire. Okay, tossing it into the bonfire strengthens nearby foes. I think we're good. Yeah, I think that's... I think we're fine. I think that was cool gimmick. We're probably gonna stay clear of it for now. For some reason, not immediately excited for it. And this time we're also gonna have a torch. I think that would be nice. Although, unfortunately, that means no... Excuse me, what am I saying? That means no shield, which is nice, but I think the torch will be more useful. We will run past most of these guys, although I did swear to not really run past that many enemies all at once. So let's give it another shot. Hope you all are doing well today. Thank you all so much for joining the Deluge of Voices. We are just slowly making our way down back towards the spiders. And George, how's your day going? Hope you're doing well today, friend. Always nice to have you in the chat with us. Okay. You know what? Okay, we'll face that man down ourselves. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna save our dark orbs for whatever spider enemy we're gonna find, because we have to find a spider enemy, right? Like, that feels like almost inevitable at this point, just because there's so many webs, and like, if that's not a setup for a spider enemy, I feel like a massive lost opportunity there. Oh, are they? Yo, for real? No, that was a joke, actually. Okay, clearly not for real. So they really don't like the... They don't like the stuff. They don't like the fire. I think we can work with that. Thank you for the advice there, Michael. I think you're totally onto something with the torch. I think it's going to make a huge difference. I wonder if I can just set this all on fire by accident. I think this will probably carry us through pretty far. Oh, and that's even pretty good storytelling in that the soldiers down there are also carrying torches and aren't getting attacked by spiders. So you'd think that that is in fact why the spiders aren't attacking them, is because of the torches. So I guess there was some environmental storytelling to indicate that that would have been the case. I wonder if that's going to at all extend to the whatever boss we're about to encounter. Surely we will encounter a boss. Yeah, he just stays right away. Okay. Y'all ready for this? I think it's about to get very, very real. I love this. What a convenient thing. Yeah, y'all stay away from me. All right. Sheleb. Please don't be a million spiders. Okay. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's a hell of a creature. Alright, face me, demon. No, not a million spiders. That's what's gonna do me in. Well, actually, well, okay, you know what, that maybe we have a great advantage with the torch might make this easier than I thought. Okay. Right. So if I didn't have a torch, I would be just getting swarmed. I do love the design of that thing. That's it's like I can't fully tell what I'm looking at just yet. I guess I just gotta stay clear of its direct, like, line of fire. Wow! Oh yeah, for sure. I guess this is a common feature of the enemies in this game is the iconic laser beam. Oh. I also just realized that we are... Oh, that's... Okay, so we're not getting one-shot by the beam. That's another wonderful bit of news. But we can only fight this thing head-on. And we can't dodge left. That's also good to know. I bet she's gonna try to do web us. No, she... What do you mean? That was a... Should have expected that. My bad there, you guys. Okay. That would have been too easy, for sure. And now, just gotta remember to not forget the torch. Okay. Wi-Fi says bonfire settings progress the immediate area into a new game plus and respawns bosses. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, I do like that. That's okay. The boss respawn. That okay. I do like that. That's cool. Otherwise, it was like, wow, this is a Dark Souls moment for sure. But the boss respawn. That's cool for sure. Awesome. George says, doing well. Thanks for asking. Oh, hell yeah, man. That's good to hear. I'm glad you were able to make it to the stream. Always nice to have you here. Good stuff. Well, time for more spiders, am I right? So far, we've already defeated one boss, which is kind of encouraging. I think we're gonna have at least 2 this stream, I think. Because surely that's not an unreasonable boss fight to win. I think maybe what I was probably doing wrong was I was not keeping mid-range. That's my guess. I was probably staying too far away from the spider boss, and I was supposed to. Wow. Okay. Let me somehow navigate around these guys. What I was trying to say is I was probably supposed to keep mid-range, and instead it was a little too far away, which led to her lasering me over and over. I can't imagine how difficult that fight would be with a bazillion little guys going after you constantly. Or I mean, it would be totally doable. It just would be, in fact, very, I think, annoying that would be the word. Probably several tries for that one. Again, Michael, thanks for recommending the torch. This is one of those I'm glad you told me about it moments, and it doesn't count as a game spoiler. Okay. We are going to try that again. Wonderful, do the animation all over. Into the mist. Okay. Oh, okay. That's new. So just don't stay too in front of her at the same time. Okay. Makes me think... I feel like there's a boss fight that this feels a lot like. And I don't know. I was gonna say Abriatus, but that not at all, actually. I don't know why I thought Abriatus. Maybe because giant, like, feminine cosmic entity. Actually, I do wonder why the first thought here is feminine. Maybe in this world, it's the male spiders that primarily stick with their young. It feels like Tolkien has taught us that the giant spider is probably feminine. Okay. This is manageable. I think that we're not going to be in too much trouble this time around, so long as the what do you even call? Oh, what was that? Something just changed. I don't know. I don't feel safe anymore. What is happening? I'm genuinely very worried all of a sudden. What is happening? Okay. That would have been too easy, truly. Oh! Reverse head! Oh, well, I'm glad I'm alive. I'm very glad I'm alive. That was... No! Oh, yes! Okay, we got this now. I think our success is imminent. Gosh. Slowly and steadily. That is how life is taken. I'm misquoting Darkest Dungeon. Now, if we ever move to Twitch, I'd love to have like the notifications set to Darkest Dungeon. That would be cool. Like Darkest Dungeon, like sound effects. Okay, I think we can do it. I think she's almost done. Yes. All right. Well, that was thanks to the thanks to the torch. That was not terrible. I think we did that all right. Can we do anything with the head? Oh, I like that little football. But that's pretty unique. Imagine if you could do it to Ludwig's head at the end of Bloodborne. Great soul embraced. This is one of those moments as a wizard when you know you did something wrong and you're going to feel the consequences way down the line. You're certain of it. Whatever this was, I have no idea, but that's okay. Probably was nothing good. Okay. Well, good times. Let's see. What's everyone saying? Doing well, thanks for asking. It's actually 2 spiders. Yeah, I guess that makes sense now. Thank you for clarifying that. There were a lot of legs there, and the 2 heads were very confusing, so thank you for explaining that. George says, what cute doggo. He got extra legs to give more cuddly hugs, perhaps. So yeah, unfortunately, that's gone now. Apologies. Oh no, the whole arena is infested with little cute little... I would have not put it that way, George, but thank you for reframing that experience through that lens. Waffet says, all bugs must be destroyed. I don't care if it all collapses, the ecosystem. Wow, okay. You know what? This is where our true, I guess, our true differences emerge. You know, dark magic and, light magic, dude, whatever, all arbitrary. Talking shit about bugs, man. Okay, I think that's unforgivable. I now have a vendetta against your entire paladin order, Wyfat. I think you've gone a step too far there, calling out all the bugs. Bugs are epic, man. You have like little alien creatures living on Earth that most of them don't even bite you. You kind of have to like actually harass them to do that. Okay, mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are one exception. Mosquitoes, I am personally pro. Abolition, but everyone, most of them are pretty cool. Like the majority of them. Oh, dude, I would totally thought this was an NPC. My bad, you guys. Wonder if everyone's gonna have a big disagreement on the nature of bugs here. What do you guys think of bugs? Are bugs not awesome? Do you have a favorite bug? Beggar ahead. He should have begged for his life. Anyway, Brightstone Key. Fragrant branch of your... Yo, nice. Dark quartz ring. I forget what the dark quartz ring is. I'll have to look that up. Or I'll just read it. Its head fell off. Wi-Fi GG. Look up. Let's look up. Maybe there was in fact something I missed in the arena. let's give that a shot. Oh, dude, thank you for saying something. That's sick. Oh my gosh, that's brutal. Wow. Awesome lore. I totally would have missed that. What a sick asset. Just a spider eating a dragon. I don't think I've ever seen that. I'm shocked the dragon is seemingly still so intact. Wow. Well, this is peak. This must be one of my favorite, like, set pieces in all of Dark Souls. This is crazy. Wow. Well, very nice, very nice. Thank you so much for sharing that, Wi-Fi. I am very glad we went back. That would have been very unfortunate had I completely missed that. That is a hell of a sight. Okay, Lord's private chamber. Ooh. Okay, we are now in the domain of some lord. I had a few experiences with these lords, and that's not been never really worked out, I think, from what I remember. I have a feeling we're going to fight some knights out here. Where there are lords, there tend to be knights. Something isn't right here. Fuck! I knew it. Ugh. Hello. Eldritch horror moment. Okay. What are we working with here? Can I interact with you? This looks like a tree. Also looks organic and hairy, pulsing on fire. Do you talk? Feels like that would hurt my feet. Okay. I'll hear you out. Let's do it. Okay. Not sure what he's offering me, but then again, I don't know. I guess now we know that there are two options, but I'll only know that there are two options. There might be more options, but I'm only being told of two, so it feels like I'm already stepping into some kind of a narrative made by entities more powerful than me, suddenly dictating my choices about what is and isn't possible. If there are only two options that I'm aware of, then I will only ever make two choices. I don't know. I almost wonder if there's another alternative path than what this tree has given to me. I don't know. Okay, that really gives me a lot to think about. The whole king thing is, I don't know. I don't want to have anything to do with like the monarchy here. I don't wish to inherit the power of a monarch. I think it's too much power for a man. But then, you know, who's going to change the world if not me? If no one, if no one's going to do it, then I have to do it, right? This is interesting. I do not know. Let's see what the voices are saying. Okay. Wi-Fi says bogs are vile and disgusting and must be purged. Yes, well, we established this. Highly disagree, Wi-Fi. This is the greatest ideological conflict we've had yet. Michael says bogs are indeed awesome. Michael, you get it. You get it. You're on that enlightened bug pill. Wi-Fi says it's everlasting stone dragon. An everlasting stone dragon. That's sick. Oh, that makes even more sense. Okay, you're right. Those do look like they did look very similar to that. I assume you are telling the truth because that totally tracks in my mind. Thank you. Here, let's see if we can reinforce anything. By the way, I think it's time to get a little bit of that twinkling titanite. You know, boom. Can we get this? And we can upgrade our longsword. Yes. Well, we have a supreme longsword, you guys. Actually, Gandalfian over here. Hell yeah. Perfection. All right. Well, we're gonna savor this longsword. We're gonna make sure. You gotta find some kind of an upgrade for it. It has to be legendary. You know, we're gonna have to name the sword. You guys have any ideas what to name the sword? Because what am I doing wielding a non-named sword? Just a random longsword? This is terrible, terrible storytelling. We have to understand, like, we have to make the sword extra significant. Please share your thoughts as to what we could possibly call it. Now, returning to the voices, George says, hate to say it, but partially agree with YFAT. I don't trust the little buggers, ants and bees in particular, building cities and having all out territory wars. Well, I don't know, it feels like we're kind of rarely affected by them, you know? But, alright, I see where your allegiances lie, George. But that's okay. I guess we'll see who's right in the end. George says we need to keep we need to keep a close eye on those. They are smarter than some of my co-workers. Okay, that's reasonable. I do respect you, like, giving them the credit of what they are, but also staying weary of them. That's fair, George. Wi-Fi says, did the stream glitch for anyone else? Wi-Fi says small buffering. George says Wi-Fi was small buffering, but it seems okay for now. For me at least. Okay. Sorry. You missed the dialogue. Who did you miss the dialogue with? Was it with the... Ah, that saddens me so deeply. What could have happened? What was I talking about? Ah, man, agony. Okay, well, I sure hope in the recording that's still there. To me, it looks like the dialogue is still there. I'm checking from my other account. Okay, we'll hopefully that'll be figured out. Anyway, Michael says Lightsbane. Also visit Macduff for an infusion. Macduff? I'm gonna Macduff these nuts. What is Macduff? Sword name Arthur's butter knife. I respect the spirit with that one, George. Maybe we'll think about it. I don't know who this Arthur guy is. If you mean the Arthurian knight, maybe we'll have to see about that. I don't immediately know. Also, guys, where do I even go at this point? My only thought is going towards man. Oh my gosh, I love the wind here. The wind is sick. My first thought is going towards the Forbidden Woods again. Not the Forbidden Woods, that's Bloodborne. Going towards the murky wooded area. Potentially. But we can also try somewhere else if y'all think is better. I don't immediately know where we're going. This is a classic moment. The dialogue with the flame tree guy was skipped completely, YFAT? No! If you can check the recording afterwards, I'm pretty sure it should be there. I don't know why it would have been skipped. Okay, I mean, basically my biggest takeaways, to sum up what happened there, I am deeply conflicted about who must inherit the world, who is going to be that monarchic figure, and who should have such power to be a monarch. And I don't know if I can necessarily do that, but I also don't know if anyone else should do it other than me, because, you know, if I have the power to do it, I guess maybe I should. Some people might have less wise decisions than me, I suppose. So, I don't know, it seems like my responsibility to take on the monarchic power and indeed just destroy the current order. But then, yeah. Also, Wi-Fi is hitting us back to the Shaded Woods. Could it be? Are we gonna do it? Okay, we're gonna speedrun it this time. I mean, I'm not even gonna stop and fight anybody. We're just gonna find out. Like, is this true? Are we being baited by Wi-Fi? Is it the Shaded Woods? It feels like the Shaded Woods are the one area that has more for us, or at least the one area that obviously has more for us. And also, wait, I think I just went completely the wrong way there. Yeah, here we go. You say it's Shaded Woods. I presume this has to be it, right? There was that one door there. Please be it. If it is in fact the right door, that would be delightful, because that would mean we won't have to be lost for too long. Also, again, deeply sorry about the skipping of the dialogue. I really didn't want for that to happen. I had no idea it even happened. I had the whole stream pulled up on a second monitor, and there wasn't any issues on it, so I feel like it probably recorded. Anyway, to anyone joining, I am a wizard making my way through Dark Souls 1 Dark Souls 2 for the very first time. It's been interesting. You guys, we just opened the door. Finally! Okay. Hit us with it, weird serpent statue. Wherever it is we're going, I'm ready. Also, it feels like there's a big stream delay, I'm realizing. Like, kind of massive stream delay. Are you guys lagging at all? I hope you're not. Okay. Where are we? What is this? I mean, y'all aren't going to tell me, but this is a little ominous again. Oh, these are the same statues from that one location. Okay. What do we got? I don't think we'll be jumping down there. For some reason it doesn't feel right. What do we have here? Sadness ahead. This is already a very melancholic area. George says, "Well, I assumed that as a wizard you would know, you would have been told the epic stories of Merlin. Isn't he like the ancient creator of your order?" I suppose you could make that argument. Yes, I guess maybe Merlin does have that to him, but Merlin was ultimately a servant of a king, and not necessarily a wizard I respect for his allegiances. But perhaps, honestly, it makes me think like Merlin's Bane sounds kind of sick. Actually, this is the sword that will be used to kill the resurrected Merlin if he ever awakens. How do y'all feel about that? The stream is buffering a lot, says YFAT. That's weird. Okay, my best hope is that it's just going to even out in due time. Wow, it does. It's being weird. I'm seeing that right now. It's jumping occasionally. How do you fix that? Y'all have any suggestions? Okay. We're good. All right. Whoever's joining, these technical issues are not a usual occurrence. It is unfortunate that there's any issues at all. So just let it write it out. I think it's going to be okay soon. Try resignation. What do you mean, try resignation? Giant, therefore enemy? Are these in fact the souls of... Okay, you know what? We're gonna give it a shot. Of course. This was only reasonable. Huh. Strange times. Okay, well, this location eludes me in its purpose. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing here yet. We'll have to see. I guess I'll go back there again. Well, is that wise? Is that should I be there? You guys, actually, yeah. Should I even be going there? I'm curious. That's all I would want to know. Am I in the right place, or is this some kind of not a late game, but external feature of the game that I shouldn't even be thinking about just yet for the journey? Very curious. Yes, please do share. Man, there's such a big delay in the stream. Goodness. Okay. It's nice that I'm not getting attacked. Okay. What are we working with here? Okay, so something is up with this place. I don't know the purpose of these statues. I wonder if maybe I'm supposed to eat some kind of a soul out here. Soul eating is a common ritualistic practice amongst wizards for such locations. So perhaps that is the way. But maybe I am completely out of the loop. Oh. Okay. Let's try eating a soul. In fact, I'll eat the soul of a Vanguard dude. Why not? Let's try eating a soul. That's not gonna do it. The Vanguard soul did not resonate. What is that? Never mind, that's a spot on my screen. Okay. That looks like my screen's damaged. Whatever. Alright, guys. Past the serpent statue. Past the serpent statues. What's past the serpent statues? What is past the serpent statues, friends? I see that Wi-Fi said that. Well, skip portal and go through the door. Oh! You guys, I'm a fool. Thank you for telling me that before I wasted another several minutes in here. Huh. Okay, so this is where I came from. Now I keep on marching forward. It didn't even occur to me that that's an option. Oh, nice. Okay. I do wonder where it is that we're going. I wonder if we're going to that tower over there. Feels pretty wizardly, if I'm being honest. I think we're gonna encounter some wizards ahead. You know, there are two kinds of wizards. You know, there are the migratory wizards, and there are the occasional, you know, hermit wizards. Very, very common archetypes. I find myself to be more of a, I guess, a migrating wizard a lot of the time. Especially here in Drang Lake, that's felt like the natural state for me, just wandering places. You know, kind of Gandalf was a wandering wizard, as opposed to Saruman. Saruman was a hermiting wizard. You know, building a whole tower and then like creating a whole like militia to fight the hobbits. You know, whatever. The hermiting wizards tend to do a lot crazier rituals and spells. That's their gimmick. But the more of the migratory wizards, I think they tend to have just better stories and adventures to tell, and they're kind of more present in the world. I think the division between the wizard that is migratory, sorry, not the division between the hermiting wizard and the world itself is often too large, and I think a lot of their concepts end up being impractical. Like, for example, trying to find lichdom. That just rarely works out for anyone. I think lichdom is suboptimal. Here, let's. These guys are problematic in that they attack me so fast with the daggers. I feel like I can't really do anything. Okay, I'm going to die, friends. But not today. What is that poise? We were both pretty stupid there. Okay, well, that's nice. Moving on. Huh, what are we working with here? Large soul of a nameless soldier, human effigy. Yes, finally getting effigies for some reason. We have been really lacking on those for a while, but moving on through, I suppose. What do we got here? Yeah, no, but this probably not a hermiting wizard, but at the same time, there's a good chance. Well, see the weird weather change that happens. The one symptom of a hermiting wizard is that the weather around their whole tower begins to, I guess, yeah, act erratically. Like, it was just fine a little bit over there ago, but I'm assuming here it's twisted in perpetual rain. I am purely basing this on a hunch that we're going to fight a wizard. It would be kind of embarrassing if we weren't. But okay, well, okay, the fact that there are soldiers here does make me wonder. Maybe it is not a wizard. Those tend to be... Well, no, that kind of aligns for a hermiting wizard. A hermiting wizard would hire an army. perhaps make an army. I would have expected skeletons, honestly, but this is these probably also suffice. I can't quite tell the race of these individuals. Perhaps they're orcs. Blasting people with spells will never get old. It's just pure satisfaction. Okay, what's this? Holy water urn. So the holy water urn so far feels strange. The Drang Lake Castle. Probably not a wizard. Wizards don't do castles as much. We might find a court wizard, but no. That looked like a big tower to me, like a wizard tower, but clearly this is in fact something else entirely. Dude, you better get back here. Dude, no! That was agony. Hello?
This castle is isolated.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, you must forge on. To bring an end to your journey and mine.
Surely this isn't the end. What do you mean? My friends, are we close to the end? Must I keep going forward here? Wow. You know, you've been here with me this entire journey, and you've upgraded my levels this entire time, and even Master's Flasks. I suppose you are a friend in that way, but you feel more like a colleague than anything, because you really don't talk to me for any other reason. I want to say, like, thank you, but it feels like you've been just doing your job, and we don't have any kind of, like, camaraderie going. So, either way, I appreciate doing business with you, friend, and I probably will keep doing business with you, but for now, goodbye. For now, I will go on and do this quest that you've been kind of setting me up for this entire time. Come to think of it, I didn't really even question what you've been setting me up for. Why do I trust you? Because you give me levels? Okay, Emerald individual, I'll keep forging on, but not because you told me to. Although it feels like that's what I'm doing, because you told me to go through this castle. I just feel drawn to it by its magnificence and the awe that I experienced looking at it. Oh, that's cool. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it takes 5 orbs to kill an elephant man. This is a kind of an ending to some kind of a practical joke. Anyway. Interesting. We've seen several kinds of beastmen throughout this journey. It's been, I guess, yeah, fascinating. Because we've seen lion people, we've seen elephant people, and now, well, those are pretty much the main ones, the ones that I can think of at least. Dwarves don't really count. Okay, let's see what everyone's saying. George says, the ghost up... well, YFAT, you are real about the stuff, that the arrows every time I try to check in with the voices. That was kind of funny. Anyway, George says, the ghost guys are fast, but if you can break their chain of attacks with just a block. Huh. Interesting. Okay, man, the stream is... I'm checking out the stream right now. That's really delayed. Sorry about the stream quality. That's really suboptimal. There shouldn't be an issue in the future. I am going to research more into the ways we can possibly mitigate that next time. Thank you all for being here. Okay. Also, hello. Whoever is joining, welcome to the Deluge of Voices. I'm just a wizard exploring the world of Drang Lake for the first time in first Dark Souls 2 playthrough. At this point, not entirely sure what awaits me. Feels like several people have different ideas for what my destiny is going to be. I don't really grasp it fully yet. And these guys, I remember you. Yes. But yeah, no, thank you for joining. Yeah, please get comfortable. I hope you all have a relaxing evening here with us. We stream usually twice a week. And if you wish to stay updated, please join our Discord server. The link is in the description. Just kind of stay updated and be a part of our community. But yeah, so far really enjoying Dark Souls 2. It's been honestly a blast. I think in part because of how much you guys have contributed to my appreciation of the whole game. Ooh. Understood. What is that over there? Hey dude, try to fight me. Try to fight me. Give me a shot. Ah, classic blunder. Dude, for real, you can, yeah. Ah, oh shit. Okay, I didn't have any spells left. I am not being very efficient with this man, so I'll have to kill him with a sword. Okay, nice. Science gauntlets. Okay. Checking with the voices. George says, "Hey, since we named the sword earlier, can we name your shield too? I'm thinking safety blanket." Okay, George, I respect it, but like the safety blanket is a little aesthetically and epic, you know, for a wizard. You know, we can't go with safety blanket. That totally defeats the point of the semi-badass appearance. Although that does accomplish it. I mean, a certain effect kind of makes the wizard more, I guess, down to earth. But I don't know. Maybe I guess it would be good to keep my ego in check in that sense. Feels like we've already gone so far. Here. Nice. Okay, we'll think about that name. Does anyone else have any suggestions for what to name the sword? Perhaps the shield as well. Also, is there just like an infinite amount of guys over there? Feels like something isn't right. Oh, that's cool. That's crazy. This was unfortunate. This was truly unfortunate. That was not a door. There was no door for us here. Am I going the right way? Wifat says, "Don't you dare speak to her like that." Wifat, I feel like we're having so many disagreements in this chat. I hope you're not truly offended, but I don't know, man. It feels like she's been directing me this whole time towards a quest I don't fully grasp, for reasons beyond me. We'll see, though. What do you guys think? Is the Emerald individual, I forget her name, is she trustworthy? It's like, what reasons do we have to trust her other than her leveling us up? It seems like she has a purpose in this world that she clearly understands, but we ourselves don't explicitly have one. Or at least not one that not the one that I understand yet. So I'm curious what everyone thinks here. Do you guys think she's inherently working in our best interests? I suspect she's working in the best interests of whatever regime it is that we're following. That'd be my guess. But I don't know. Yeah, we have a few options. So I wonder if I can just run past all these people. I feel like that's not unreasonable. And there's probably got to be a bonfire of some kind, because that is kind of far away. But I'm probably wrong. It's alright. Earlier I proposed a name which was inspired by George's sword. George's sword name was Merlin's Bane. How y'all feeling about that? A little too much? I feel like, you know, where I'm from, there's a saying, you know, how you name a ship is how it's going to sail. And I feel like you got to name it something epic, you know, otherwise you're kind of setting yourself up for mediocrity, potentially. I felt like that was going to happen. That seems reasonable. But, well, here we are. That's all right. Huh. You guys, the stream is really being freaky there. That's crazy. Is it even watchable? I keep like glancing up and just like seeing myself teleporting on the stream. Hope it's not too bad. I'm like really ahead. Gosh. Let me see here. Hope y'all are doing well. No, I guess so. I guess it's about what one would expect. Okay. Well, I'm going right back there. I still can't tell if that's in fact the direction I should be heading. Partially because there wasn't an apparent entrance, but I'm sure it'll sort itself out. I'll give that another shot, and hopefully we get that worked out. Okay. Also, I strongly suspect, at some point today, we will be invaded again by a paladin who has tried a little earlier, but we didn't really get a full duel there. Grimnir says wizard's letter opener. Okay, that's reasonable. I feel like I guess everyone's wanting to make the sword into some kind of an item that is not deadly, which I suppose is like humorous, which we can go with. I suppose that can be the nickname of the sword, perhaps the letter opener. That makes me think. You guys know of that one practice where they would the divinations through like the guts of animals? They used to do. I think, was it Romans or something? Yeah, probably Romans. It sounds like the Romans. But the idea of like cutting open an animal and then like looking at its entrails to find divinations. In that sense, like you could treat like individuals here as letters that we open to see something true about our condition. I don't know, just a thought, perhaps. In that angle, I am interested in the letter opener as a name. Okay, Wi-Fi says she is the greatest. Michael says best level up lady. What is this? Okay, so far I don't know where you guys are getting this from, but I guess probably there's a reason. She seems to have very little to say, and I don't know. I don't really know what to make of her, if I'm being honest. She's been strange. Damn you, lizard. That's okay. Okay. I wonder if we'll learn anything else about her. I think maybe knowing a bit more about her as an individual would be a helpful thing to navigating the world, or to trusting her. Because whoa, okay, well, now we know that's in fact a move that it can do. The wizard is failing to siege a castle again, says Wyfat. Wow, really a low blow, Wyfat. Understandable though. I suppose there's a truth in that. Man, again, reminiscing back on the siege of the past that I've done, I suppose I've never really had to siege a castle alone. That's never been a thing I've had to do until getting to the Iron Keep, and now I have a little bit more experience there. It's just the bonfire here is a little distant in a way that is here. It seems like the journey to the castle is really the problem, as opposed to the castle itself for now. Also, a lot of enemies, but yeah, as I was saying, previously sieging a castle was actually not too bad. Again, my previous experience was with a horde of skeletons. It was during my time when I was allied with the skeleton lords. I think we were having some kind of a dispute with a local king, or just not getting along with the local king at all. I forget why. I'm sure I'll remember later. But we were just we were trying to siege his castle, and this siege lasted for months, and it would have been genuinely one of the worst experiences of my life had I at that point not been undead myself, and had it been with anything but a skeleton army. Because again, having to do logistics for a skeleton army is such a breeze. You don't have to feed them, you don't have to give them water. Honestly, even the entertainment isn't that necessary. They're kind of hard to bore. They're very good at waiting for some reason. That seems to be a good trait of the skeleton soldiers. Yeah, they've been consistently good at just being practical, useful. And it's like the skeleton lords, they're a little trickier to deal with, very stubborn people. They were probably the worst part of that whole siege for me, because again, I barely had to do anything. I cast a few spells, I think, helped them plan the actual like strategy to the sieging with the skeleton lords. But in terms of actual like sieging, I was only really just walking into the fortress and finishing off the survivors when that all ended. I forget much of the details there, although the plunder, I think, lasted for several days. But as I was saying, the skeleton lords, they just... You see, our stubbornness lies in our bones. You have to remember that. Like, that's our like most rigid part that doesn't really conform to anything. Or sorry, it doesn't really adapt, say, like flesh. Flesh is wonderful in that it is so malleable, almost like water, technically. It's the bones that hold all of our thick-headedness in them. And so imagine what it's like to deal with actual skeleton lords whenever you go up and try to do politics with them. They're all just, I guess, yeah, no, very, very, very stubborn individuals, basically. Had to really negotiate with them for a while before we got any progress done. Okay. Let's be careful with the elephants. Nice. I will check with everybody in just a moment. Hopefully I don't get rushed by this elephant individual again. The charge move was kind of crazy. I will have to be wary of that in the future. Nice. That's quite a few souls. George says, I think she's secretly an employee of the government. Really? Department of Tax Collection. It's the feeling that I always had when I had to keep speaking to her. Just me? Well, I don't know, George. I like what you're saying. I think there is something going on with her. Or maybe I'm a little too suspicious, but she was I don't know, sharing a little too little about herself or anything related to this quest. You're just like, oh dude, you just go collect big souls and like die a bunch of times, I don't know. If you guys would rather not talk about her, that's okay. We can move on. I just laying out these suspicions ahead of time before anything else happens. Feeling kind of not malevolent to this stream, but feeling like I'm understanding the path that's laid out before me. Feels like, yeah, I don't. Never mind. I can't monologue too hard. Not at this time. Not when there's a castle to be sieged. And I mean, yeah, look at this. Like, realistically, how do you siege this? As one person against a few undead, maybe it's reasonable. But when you think about like sieging an actual castle, that stuff, yeah, lasts for weeks and can last for like years, depending on how much food they have, which they thankfully did not. The king was pretty prosperous at the time and didn't have the feeling that he needed to stack up on food. Thankfully, we proved him wrong. Ooh, you're something. Okay. The staircase is immaculate in protecting me from this knight. Nice. Very good. Okay, what's everyone saying? No one said anything yet. Good. Okay. We are just making our way in steadily, slowly. Okay. I do wonder where we're heading. Could this be the path? This could not be the path. We are not going the right... Oh, whoa, what's this? Trap? Trap? Not a trap. Joy. Evangelium. Great Combustion. Fire Seed. Don't think I'll be using those. Yeah, to those who don't know me very well, no, I'm not a big fan of fire. That stuff is a little too much for me. I know, strange wizard not using a fireball. Unfortunately, just, yeah, no, not really my style. What is this? Life required ahead, therefore try death. Peculiar. Okay. Also, I like these giant statues. That's cool. I presume maybe I have to kill these guys over here and use their blood to enter in. right? No? Not quite. What could it possibly mean? Interesting. So we know for a fact that that one pathway didn't really work. I think I need to investigate where it is that they're even coming from. Also, there's a knight behind me, isn't there? Okay. What is this? Okay. Alright, I gotta be careful here. I have a feeling these knights are gonna keep coming so long as I don't discover the secret of this location. Which is, I suppose, interesting. What could we possibly be needing them for? I'm supposed to kill all these knights? Yeah, like so they come infinitely out of that little hole there. And I'm using all of my life gems. That was a little too close for comfort, if I'm being honest. Ooh. So I should probably be doing this somewhere here, right? Oh. There's two knights. There are two giant statues. If only I could just drag their corpses and rinse them out. Not rinse them out, excuse me, sorry. Squeeze them out into these jar or whatever cups. That would probably be good, but come on, and there's gonna be two more, isn't there? Just in a second, right? There's gonna be two more. There are two more. Okay, so there is a puzzle happening here, or I am blind. Huh. Try something ahead, it said. I need to read it again. I think these messages might be my ultimate clue. There have been those here before me. Okay, what are y'all saying? What are you saying? Try right and then chest. Right and then chest. Trio ahead. Great combustion. I did discover great combustion. Am I gonna have to actually, like, explode this castle? Let's think about this for a second. I don't think I've discovered the utility of great combustion yet. And also, I don't have any kind of, almost any kind of magic here. Except for my Dark Hail. That's alright. Let's give it another shot. Okay. Let's see this. So, great combustion. Is it in fact an item? Okay, I would assume great combustion is a pyromancy, right? Great combustion, great combustion. Yes. Very powerful spell, but so simple that it can be awkward to use. Superior spell to combustion. Releases intense. Okay. Man, okay, I don't want to equip a pyromancy. What are we working with? Trio ahead. There's nothing ahead. There's only confusion. My friends, am I doing something wrong? Am I close to figuring this out? Okay, this guy is not missing a head. He looked like he was missing a head for a second. And of course, there's more. Okay, we're gonna try using Dark Hail at this point. If y'all have any suggestions? I mean, y'all don't have to spoil the location for me, but it feels like there is, in fact, a puzzle that I'm missing out on. Okay. Huh, what is happening? How deadly are your socks? My socks? I just got that message. I don't know. I don't think my socks are particularly deadly. I know mine could get the job done. What? I think I'm lacking context. I'm sorry, George. Crit multiplier! Yo, joy! Actually, that was it. One is just already used because you killed an enemy nearby. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Let's see, is this true? One. That doesn't look right. Damn it. Can't wait to use all my life gems on this. Okay. So we're gonna use Dark Hail again. Right? So I don't know. I can't tell what this is. That's okay. We're doing good. We're doing good. I'm sure this is getting a little repetitive for all of you. So I'll try to get this figured out. Thank you for just letting me backstab you, there, friend. We're in it together, right? Yo. Oh. Come on. Okay, something's happening. Something's happening. Oh! We somehow did it! Something happened. Glorious! I guess the answer really was just gratuitous violence until something happened. Let's get it. Okay, fair enough. Works with me. Beautiful place. Gosh, urge to hit this. Nothing happened. Don't ignore that. Okay. Also, crit multiplier. Very happy to have you join the stream, man. Hope your day is going well. Huh. Let's see. What do we have ahead of us? Huh. This feels like a trap. So we got a cool epic throne with gold and ominous dark throne. Very neat. So can I offer you something? The desire to hit things with a sword when you have a sword, almost like the sword itself is dictating my action there. Okay, I presume we're supposed to go around, and that was in fact not the intended area just yet. All right, yeah, that makes sense. But we'll return there for sure. Ooh. I feel slightly unprepared admittedly to fight you at this time. It feels like I have very little spells left. That's okay though. I mean, I feel like at this point I'm getting a general hang of how to kill knights effectively. Knights are very similar, a lot of them. They just want honor and glory. And I don't know, perhaps I also want honor and glory, but the way they go about it I don't particularly care for. Oh, I can backstab him. Yes, perfect. He will feel so much shame, you know, in his afterlife, if there is one, knowing that he was dealt a blow from behind when he had died. That's all right, man. I'm not gonna say I feel evil. I feel, yeah, malevolent a little bit, slightly different. I'm doing this right. This has been a good journey so far. These people will turn back. Yep, there you go. And then there's gonna be some down here, right? One of you's alive for sure, right? No, okay, we're okay. I'm really just trying to find a bonfire, you guys. Please just be chill with me. I don't want to hurt anybody. One, two, three, four. Okay, we're good. Huh. Yeah, really no bonfire anywhere. I'm very curious as to what it is that we are about to uncover here. Very ominous. Everything's turned to stone energy. Oh, that kind of really hurt. Hmm. 2, 3, 4. What is that about? No, none of that. Okay, nice. Okay. Waffet says, I think the wizard's internet is having problems. It's been pain. I am sorry that the internet has been so unfortunate. I really wish that wasn't an issue. I can really try to figure that out next time we're doing this. Produce a symbol of the king. Man, I don't in fact have a symbol of the king. That is unfortunate. Oh, yes! I didn't even see that. Perfect! That gives us a nice reason to go back to Majula and maybe level up and get ourselves an Estus Flask. Well, not Estus Flask, excuse me, some life gems. Those would be most excellent at this time. George says, I remember a great castle siege method. They used biological warfare, throwing dead animals over the walls with catapults and waiting for everyone inside to get sick. How deadly are your socks? I don't think my socks were ever particularly deadly. I think like since becoming undead, there's been a lot less like fluids and stuff like in my body, and as a result, it's just been I don't know. It's kind of harder for socks to get like old and sweaty. There's just, I mean, I guess there's dead juices, but like I'm more dry than anything. So, yeah. Well, thanks for asking, George. Okay, I didn't mean to sit down. Okay, I'm going to talk to you again. You know, I want to talk to you. Do you have anything else to tell me about maybe yourself, maybe this journey? I'm curious.
Those who come to Drangleic seeking salvation soon lose hope and turn hollow.
I've seen that quite a bit.
It happens to them all, sooner or later. That blue knight at the base of the tower, his spirit is already broken. Although he does offer sound advice.
All right. Okay, I already talked to you about this. Unfortunate. All right. Well, interesting. Let's let's get a little bit more intelligence. We're gonna get that staff soon, you guys. I foresee it surely soon in our future. The epical staff. And then yeah, let's get a few life gems. 6. Oh, that's unfortunate. I wanted more. I think we're gonna use another soul then. Wifehat says the king isn't home. Come back later. Suffering. No soliciting. Man, I guess we're gonna have to find a king now, which feels like there's gonna be a very personal conflict. I do know that there was in fact a king somewhere in my past, although it is hard to tell exactly what was his role, given the fact that I've been sieging his home at some point. It makes me think we were probably not good friends. Yeah. We'll see. The monarchy will have an interesting story here that is about to unfold. I don't know. Most monarchies don't end with just a wizard coming by, but maybe I'll create a new kind of story. Okay, let's see. We're going right back into the Drangleic Castle, which looks a lot like an Orlando from the outside, and keep exploring. Also, George says, I couldn't let the joke get lost in the misread. I'm so proud of it. Thank you, I appreciate that. Also, I should say about the catapulting animals across city walls as a sieging tactic. Pretty badass. Always has been. Human heads as well. That's a classic for sure. Can go without the human head catapults. Appreciate you reminding that's even an option. Oh, you're something, huh? Orb. That wasn't enough. I am deeply deeply concerned about these individuals. I have a feeling they'll shoot me through the wall. Okay, come fight me. Come fight me again. That's unfortunate as well. I've been saying the word unfortunate a lot this stream. I think there's been several minor things that have happened that have been so. Also, that's just so many knights. Okay, you know what? Might as well gather all of them, and then try to hold them back. I think the phalanx of one is gonna do it. That's the ultimate strategy here. I just shouldn't get pushed back into the... Excuse me. Like, I can easily get pushed back into the knight that's behind me, and that would really be unfortunate. I think so long as I kind of keep him here at more or less arm's length, I'll be able to do good. Okay, I'm really wasting a lot of my dark orbs. Whew. Okay, just stay back, stay back. This is not really how I envision the phalanx here. The phalanx of one, considering I'm fighting people that should be in an actual phalanx, and I don't happen to have a spear and a shield, but that's okay. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, we're doing well. We're doing well. Whoever's joining, I am just a wizard making my way through Dark Souls 2 for the first time. It's been so far a pretty enlightening journey. Feels like I've been able to learn a lot about my own origin as a wizard here, and also just really getting to get a good sense of Drang Lake and all that's happened here in the past. Although not fully certain of the history just yet. Learning slowly. You're one with the deluge of voices now in my head. Very happy to have you here. Okay, where are we going? I think this is are you? Ah, that's nice. That sure looks like... Oh, well, I guess we're okay. Dark arrow. Kind of cool. You know, I really don't want one of these to wake up. These have, like, Dark Souls 3 energy about them. The kind that I'm not fast enough for. Like, that's a... Yeah, no, I don't want to deal with that. Well, okay, hello. Let's see. Soul of a Hero, Old Radiant Life Gem, Monastery Charm. Sick, okay. That works with me. I don't even think I fully processed what that meant. Also, is there something behind me? There is not. I just remembered that we happen to have a thing called several rings that I didn't see. So we have an old sun ring, explodes at damage threshold. That's not good. An odd stone, an odd stone ring containing a fiery heat accumulates power as the user is harmed, then explodes, damaging surrounding enemies while leaving its wearer unscathed. Our deeds will come back to us in some form or another, both good and bad. Okay, I respect that. Ring of Whispers, we have Ring of Resistance. Let's see this. A protective ring adorned with 4 blessed gems increases resistance to poison, bleeding, petrification, and curses. That's a cool design. A creation of the lost land of Oliphis. The sorcerer who created this was so powerful that he became widely feared. Okay, we will one day encounter the sorcerer, I suspect, or perhaps know more of his legend. There was some kind of a ring that I was hoping for. Yeah, the quartz ring. A ring bestowed upon the students of a certain standard of a Malfian magic academy. Its dark-infused quartz increases dark defense. Pyromancer Glockin was criticized for crafting these replicas, but okay. It saved the life of many traveler. Okay, well, we'll remember this. I don't need much resistance to the dark. I think I'm pretty resistant to it. Uncorruptible. This is good. Beanpole and the fatty. Please don't wake up. thank you. Okay. Somebody woke up. I heard a noise. I don't like that. Oh, no. What is this? This was all a trap. No. No, no, stay away from me. Okay. A little too close for comfort. I did not realize we were entering the acid pool there for a second. Not a fan of that. We're just, yeah, not gonna do that. Also, can we do something about this? Oh, excuse me. 1, 2, 3. We are clear. No, we're not clear. That was so close. I genuinely thought he was dead. Okay, well, we made that. Gosh, castles are something really, just like perfect for defense. It feels like labyrinthian, incomprehensible, almost eldritch sometimes. Like somebody had to build this. This wasn't just erected unless there was a crazy wizard involved, which I guess you can get sometimes, but this doesn't. I don't feel like this king probably affiliated with many wizards. This is the kind of room a king would own. Feels quite expected, actually. Okay. Must have been the wind. Okay. Waffet says, "Can I see the wizard stats again?" Okay. The wizard stats are right here. Please pause the video if you need it. This is what we're working with. Oh my gosh, we've already hit 1,000,000 soul level. That's cool. Not sure what that fully implies just yet. Meanwhile, Crit Multiplayer says, "Wi-Fi, we all want to know the good stuff." Okay, well here we are right now. That's interesting. It's fascinating that you guys all get a, I guess, insider knowledge onto my build, and then just potentially get to make a counter to it, knowing all of my secrets. The voices are a little malevolent sometimes. Oh, yo, statue. Not statue. What am I? No. Painting. Very cool. I wonder who that is. So far, this has been the most explicit character we found here. Petrified Dragonbone. Well, something's up with that character. Oh, that's not good. That's actually, I really don't like that. We're gonna get away from them. Probably get attacked. Nameless Usurper. I don't want to be running through this area, but I also don't want to fight those two guys. Which, oh my gosh. We are... Oh wait, are we just gonna fight the Nameless Usurper here? You sure about this? Okay. Oh, okay. You're something. Kind of a beast. Okay, he was a beast. I can't fight the Nameless Usurper. Excuse me, a little too fast for me. Understood. Yeah. Are you guys... I can see y'all scheming in the comments here. I should say, okay, so at this point, I'm looking at the stream, and I just fell into the acid pit. That's how big the delay is. Yeah, like, I just am now seeing myself rolling into the acid pool where my cloak broke. So I guess all that to say is, this is, the delay is crazy. Oh, this is where I'm going. I suspect the best shot I have here is to just run. And hope that there isn't anything that explicitly blocks my pathway. Which, there probably would be something. Also, that painting, I'm gonna remember that. The fact that that painting was something that cursed me. That individual has something going on with him. Gosh, please just open the door. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. We're okay. We're doing good. We'll grab another item here. It's good for us. Whoa, I don't know what I just grabbed. If y'all know what I grabbed, please tell me. I don't think I can look back on that anytime soon. Really not wanting to deal with a nameless usurper, if I'm being honest. I hope these people do not follow me. If they do, I'm in trouble. If they don't, then I think the nameless usurper is surely a gunner. He doesn't know who he is coming against. Come face me. Also, George says, I think you opened the chest in the mask room and didn't actually pick up the loot. Ooh. Understood. Thank you for pointing that out. That's funny. I guess I'll have to do that again, probably. If it was something significant, I'll probably have to return. Also, oh, hello there. Where's the usurper? I'm a little concerned now.
You have fought admirably on your journey, cursed undead.
Thanks.
I am Nishandra, Queen of Dragonlake. A true monarch carries the weight of their souls. The last king of his land, King Benrick, as he was called.
I heard of him.
He found the strength to rule his people. And when the undead were born, cursed, he found more strength to face them. But in the end, he never took the true throne.
Well, thanks for sharing that. I don't particularly, I'm sorry, I don't particularly respect you. I'm kind of sieging your castle. You're actually, you are probably the target of my ascent here, given that you happen to own this place, and I've been killing your staff this entire day. But I'm eager to talk more. Curious, what do you have to say?
Vendrick.
Oh, so he's still alive. Okay. Understood. All right, we're working. What's up with the Dark Usurper? That man just disappeared, or is waiting for us somewhere. It is truly ominous, the lack of a Dark Usurper right now. All right, let's see. What do we got? What do we got? We got a boss fight. Hello. Dragon Rider again? 2 Dragon Riders. The absolute horror of having 2 Dragon Riders. Any kind of boss fight with 2 enemies is always a great concern. Okay. Just gotta keep my distance. I mean, unlike, like, say, Smo and stuff, Ornstein and Smo, these guys don't seem to have, like... Never mind, what am I even saying? I was trying to say that these guys don't seem to have, like, an amazing way to close the distance quickly, which is slightly relieving. Okay, I think I can do this. Okay. I think this is possible. Oh, you have a lot less HP, friend. Good fight. Okay. That was okay. 3 bosses. Okay, well that was cool. All right, Dragon Rider Soul once again. Huh. That's a lot of gold. A lot of gold. But I feel nothing for it. The gold is meaningless in this world. Where there is undeath, it seems like gold kind of loses its value. I think that with undeath being introduced into a world, a lot of like currency systems would probably collapse because suddenly everyone's values of what they actually care about would completely change. Gosh, okay. Hurrah, the message. Okay, cool. What are we seeing here? Wi-Fi says, no, I think you have 1.2 million. Yeah, I do. I think so. George says, oh, never mind with that kind of delay. Yeah, the delay is pretty bad. Very sorry about it, guys. I don't know what else I can do about it, admittedly. But yeah, I think next time we stream it should be much more immediate, all of it. Okay. I'm going to my jeweler real fast. Gotta keep those upgrades coming, you know? Want to have yeah, enough of that. And also, I think very soon I'm going to declare my last life. I'm going to make sure that you guys get to see that in the stream, me saying that. But yes, at this point, I am declaring my last life. That kind of means that we're going to start wrapping up soon if I die. The stream's basically over. But there's a small possibility that, you know, last life it's malleable. If I die instantly, I might change up the rules a little bit, and we might live a bit longer. Also, the magic is increasing. Soon the sorceries will be epic. Also, I'm gonna just a second, real quick. I just want to understand if that's alright. So I can't use this. I can't use that. Can I use this? Dude, I'm sorry. Magic, dark magic is a hell of a thing. Am I right? I did not mean for that, friend. Okay, we're not doing that. But now we know how that thing works. So Dark Storm, Scraps of Life. What do you do? Just gotta understand, you know. What are we working with? Cool. Interesting. Okay, I think that gives us enough reason to actually get some life gems real fast. And also, if either of you if any of you wish to invade me at this point, this might be a pretty good time to begin doing so. I think we are, yes, soon this will all be over, and yeah. But our journey will continue another time, but what did you give me? I didn't mean to click talk to you. Thank you for whatever it is that you gave me. Here, I'll keep buying life gems from you. You've really been awesome with all the life gems. It's been delightful. Okay. Back in the Dragon Lake Castle. Like, at this point, I just defeated the Dragon Rider in the stream. I just saw that as well. Crazy delay. It's usually never that intense. Okay. Where are we? That's not it. That we were here just a moment ago. That's is probably where I meant to go. Titanite slab. Titanite slab used to reinforce +10. Okay, cool. So we just defeated the guy. Now we are advancing onwards. Also, you know what? I'm gonna pop an effigy. This is the last life. Might as well be fully prepared for whatever comes next. Steel treasure. You are a menace. I almost killed the most beloved NPC in this game. You are going to get lynched. No. Okay, well, that's kind of weird that you were able to see that. Okay. Oh, no, the delay is slightly better than I remembered. Sorry about that. Sorry. The delay is actually, yeah, we're not as bad as I imagined. I have to reload my other stream to make sure I'm on track with everything. Also, what do we have here? Grimir says, steal the treasure. Well, I don't. Yeah, I don't think the treasure has value anymore. That's like now it's just a metal and not a particularly strong one at that. So I don't know, man. It seems unfortunate. Here, this is a cool lever that does a nothing. All right, let's try the. Sorry, that was a lever. Now we're using a ladder. Yes, that's what I meant. Yeah, sorry about attacking the best NPC in the game, allegedly. I still don't get it yet. Maybe I'll get clued in at some point, but right now it doesn't make too much sense, if I'm being honest. Looking forward to being enlightened at some point. Maybe there'll be a crazy backstory lore drop about the Emerald individual. Well, that was a trap. This is not a good place to be invaded in the scenario that Wyfat tries to invade me. If Wyfat do not invade me at this time, this would be a very quick fight, and not a particularly interesting one, if I'm being honest. Wow. Well, that was a delightful surprise there. Love the little jump scare. Okay. Ugh. Oh, I know you guys. You stay away. I'm bleeding already. Okay, understood. So we're not messing with these people, or I mean, I am gonna mess with them. We'll see. Oh, Ivat says almost committed a cardinal sin. Yes, apologies for attacking that person. I did not mean to. That was not the plan. I suppose the dark magics are in fact volatile sometimes in a way that one doesn't predict them to be. You hear a lot of warnings about that, so it makes sense. I'll try to be a little more careful. But, you know, perhaps dark magic is the kind of force that, you know, just is unrelenting, and it's really the fault of those who get in the way of it, as opposed to the caster. Yeah. This is a new belief system that I've just forged that I'm going to use to justify the things that will happen to people in this world around me. The dark magic doesn't actually, you know, what free will do we have, you know? I'm just reacting to stimuli, man, with my biology. What else can I possibly do, you know? I didn't even think about climbing this ladder. I'm just doing it because my motor skills are telling me to do so. And yeah, no, this confusing times, am I right? Anyway. 1, 2, 3. Okay, nice. Okay. You're a menace. I don't like how little HP he has. That's really annoying. Okay, we are going to navigate around these people. Try to avoid that fate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Okay, we groove. That was nothing. That was not the final life, in fact, as you all would know at this point. I forgot that completely. Wyfat says the wizard is proving elusive. I don't know what you mean by that. Crit Multiplier says invade him because I'm trying here for over 20 minutes. No luck. No clue if it's the delay or whatever. I've been trying the same and it keeps failing. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know why that would be happening. Yeah, no, sorry about that. Here, tell you what. Let's see. Do these do anything for me? Improves casting speed. I guess I'm supposed to be wearing these, aren't I? Okay, let's see. I have a feeling I'm gonna be very fragile in the scenario that we fight, but that's okay. No, I'm ready for whatever y'all throw at me. I suspect you will have a great shot when you do invade. I hope you're able to invade, because that would be fun. No, thank you. I need a moment to think before I do that. Okay, you know what? This is a good point for the Soul Spear. Oh, you're a beast. You're a real creature. Okay, we're gonna take our time with this thing. I imagine it doesn't respawn, because if it did, that would be a hell of a thing to battle every time I die. Oh man, you're cool though. I wish we could have been friends. Yeah, I wish I could say I was particularly well versed in horses. Although I used to, at some point in my life, work with horses, I don't really. I can't really identify as a horse individual, one that has actually owned a horse or particularly wanted a horse. They are great beasts that I admire, but generally keep my distance from. Okay, I think you're done now, friend. That was a noble fight. I'm shocked how much health you had. Okay. Goer's Ring of Protection. Probably a ring of some kind. I am worried that I'm using up all my spells before I'm invaded. I've been trying the same. Crit multiplier says, what kind of spells is this wizard casting to keep us out? These damn berries. Man, I don't want to be casting y'all out. I want y'all to attack me, but seems futile. Also, what if I rate this message? Is it going to disappear? I guess there's no way for me to advance there. Maybe I can open this gate here, and that'll do something. Oh, you! Pyromancers. I mean, the fact that I'm not incinerated already kind of speaks to you about the education of these pyromancers. You know, if they were actually of respectable schooling, I would have already been Ash. But they seem to be very, I guess, untrained professionally here. So that's right, kind of a shame to the kingdom. I'm going to kill you with my sword. Okay. Repair powder, flame butterfly. Hey, you know what? Dude. What is this repair powder y'all are speaking of? Use? For real? Am I fine? No, that's broken straight up. Damn. Okay, well that's not quite. Doesn't quite work. That's all right. Hopefully we can get an invasion in. I don't know what would be causing that. Y'all are the better. Also, we have Estus Flask Shard. Hell yeah. You guys have a better understanding of the way this world functions in that sense. So I trust you all to invade me. Okay. Hope y'all are doing well, friends. Also, George says, I kind of wish I could join the invasion force, but I don't have the game installed. Been years since I played. You guys give him a little tickle for me. No, y'all better not tickle me. Dragon Charm, Magic Stone. What's a Magic Stone? That sounds sick. Can we get a Magic Stone in here? Where can we possibly get a Magic Stone? Is this the magic? That looks like a Magic Stone to me. Imbues weapon with magic. How interesting. Well, I'm kind of interested in doing that. I think I actually might very well imbue my sword with this magic. An altered state of Titanite. Use on a weapon to convert wielder's intelligence into attack. Cannot be used on shields. I think I can use my intelligence for that. Sorcerers at the Malfian Magic Academy once attempted to imbue Titanite with various elements, but are said to have failed. Someone must have succeeded, though. What else would explain this stone? Cool. Do you guys think I should wait until I find some kind of a dark stone? Would that be a better thing for me to be leveling up? I do not know, but I would like to. Okay, so we figure this out. You know, tell you what, I'm going to return to my jeweler real fast, return back here, and hopefully you'll be able to invade me. At that point, fingers crossed. Also, the latency isn't too bad now. At least it looks much more reasonable. I'm looking over, and at this point, I just finished talking about the magic stone, which is a lot better than like a 5-minute delay that we had going before. Okay, that's not what I meant. I meant to go over here. Nice. Huh. This has been a pretty cool stream so far. It's like the delay definitely suboptimal, but honestly, I think we've had a lot of pretty great progress all around today. I'm gonna keep exploring the castle until I die or get invaded. I really hope to get invaded. You guys, that would be delightful. Here, let's make sure I'm fully stacked. And you know what? Yeah, okay. George says for you, build a dark stone would be the best option, but the magic option is not bad either. Okay, dark gem for dark wizard. Okay, understood. Where do I get a dark gem? It has to happen soon. I must find it. What do we have here? That's whatever. George says you have a decent amount of intelligence. Could work. I mean, I'm aiming to get 50 intelligence to use that one staff, so I can use hexes and sorceries. Strange times. It's like I don't know. I do like the idea of a cool dark magic sword, but I also want to be able to. I don't know. We'll think about it. We'll think about it a little bit more. If y'all can tell me where I'll have to go to get the dark gem later on, I will go ahead and do that. But at this time, is that something y'all could tell me right now? I could try getting a dark stone at this point, if y'all told me where I would have to go. If not, also understandable. I would rather finish the stream pretty soon, but. Okay. I don't want to look up anything on the wiki. That's been a sort of a small rule I've laid out for myself, and that like I don't really want to have spoilers for the game in that sense. But you guys telling me that it's a more community experience that way instead of me researching the game before actually getting to play it with you guys. So y'all telling me the location of something, I'm open to. That seems like that would make it, I guess, yeah, more community based. Also, I'm about to return back to the central castle Drangleic. And maybe I'll teleport elsewhere. So, we'll see. Y'all let me know. If you can invade me, please go ahead and give it your best shot. I'll even do the effigy again, if that does it. Here. Surely this is a good circumstance to be a good layout to be invaded in, right? Oh, actually, I've been going the wrong way because I now have the other door opened, so I don't have to go up this ladder anymore. Could I go up here? No, I can't. Okay, anyone saying? George says basilisk drop stones, but it's somewhat random. Also giving smooth and silky stones to the bird nest at the start. Oh. Dude, I forgot that was a thing. Do I smooth and silky stones? Smooth? That's a prism stone. I don't think we have a smoothing soot. Hey, you guys. Y'all think what I'm thinking? You guys want to go give a bird some smooth stones? You guys, I think we have to, right? I think I remember where it is. Oh yeah, let me make it very quick. Let me... The crystal lizard between the gutter and the rat king drops 1 dark stone. Man, that sounds agonizing. I will probably find it. But... I'll give it a shot if this doesn't work. I'm actually suddenly very curious about the possibility of giving it to the creature. Sorry, the creature in the nest. The nest creature is deserving. Is this it? Is this the nest? Yeah, there you are. Man, what is up with these guys? Like, I keep forgetting. Like, okay, leave selected. Do I do one at a time? Okay, here, leave. Leave, yes. What we got? Come on. A faint stone. Understood. Do I just give him a bunch of stuff? Yeah, this is fun. Essential Dark Souls gameplay. If you have never played Dark Souls and you've not given the creature some stones, big missing out. I did not mean to do that. Okay, silky smooth. Yes, sick. Okay, we're gonna leave another one. Here, let's see what are we working with here. Come on, friend. Can I get a dark Titanite slab? Titanite slab. Okay, I did not mean to use one of the stones. I don't know what I achieved in doing that. Used to slightly restore HP. That was not worth it. Okay, let's leave that. Leave that. I mean, I gotta say, getting a Titanite slab, that's crazy. Also, I really did not mean to eat the stone. Wow, I just ate the stone again. You guys, this is hard. It's hard not to eat the stones. If y'all ever discarded stones, you would know how hard it is to not eat them. Yeah, true story. Here. Let's try this again. Final one. There goes all of our silky stuff. 1. Life Jam. Soul of a Proud Knight. No, did I actually... Was that it? Okay. 1 mundane stone. Not mundane stones. Ember herb. Come on, dude. Fire dark stone. Can we get a raw... Not a raw stone. I just got a raw... Ah! Bro, are you gonna eat something else? Maybe... How do you like this? This looks good, right? Petrified something? Old whip. Dude. Freaky bird. What do you mean? How do you have that? You guys... This has to be one of the craziest gameplay mechanics in all of Dark Souls. Give a random bird a rock and it'll give you a whip. Oh my god. That's kind of insane. Is that not crazy to get 2 Titanite slabs? Of course, in a white ring. Very cool. What is the white ring? Useless shit. 2 Titanite slabs worth nothing to me. Give me that dark gem. White ring. Take the appearance of a phantom. Could care less. Okay. Okay, well, dude, are you gonna eat anything else? Prism stone? How about that? Do you like prism stones, friend? This is peak streaming, you guys. Here. What do you got? What do you got? You like that? You like that? You like eating stones? This is delightful. Okay. Can I just leave all of them? What are we working with? Come on. Oh, you don't like it? You like to be like drip fed? This is wild. Okay. Yeah, I know many of you hoped for an epic final battle, but how about bird feeding? I'm going to go back to the Dragon Lake Castle right after this last Prism Stones, and after that we are going to try and see if anyone can invade me. After that, the stream will end. Yes. Gosh. This is epic Dark Souls gambling simulator. Yeah, couldn't care less about the Titanite slabs. Here, okay. You know, and just for luck, throw a Titanite slab in there. You know, no, probably won't do that. Okay, this is our best shot. Actually, what if? You ate my hexing urn? Okay, small orange burr. Let's go. Fading soul. I'm doing a prism stone unboxing from the bird. Welcome to my Dark Souls unboxing video. I got some rubbish. I got some fading souls. Fading souls. Yeah, this is a kind of a very common loot. More rubbish. Small orange burr. Okay, fading soul. Homeward bone. I see. Very interesting. Small blue burr. So the birds, yeah, no, it looks like we don't have any uncommons right now. Hexing urn. Okay, well, the more we know, am I right, guys? I guess now prisms are the way to go for us. Sorry, not prisms, but the smooth silky stones. That's the go-to. Anyway, checking the chat. Crit multiplier says, well, does he have Macduff unlocked, even the other smith, because he keeps using the Majula one? I guess next stream you're hunting crystal lizards. Hope they taste good. Thank you. Wifet says jackpot. Baby bird needs baby food. Did I unlock it? No, I didn't get a dark gem, right? I would have seen that, right? No, I didn't have a dark gem. That's okay. Or do I? What did I just see? Wait, was that it? Could I? No, it's just a Roger. Okay. Yeah, clearly, yeah, you got nothing good out of it. The what is it, Titanite slab? Yeah, everyone has those these days. Tragic. Okay, let's see this area here, and yeah, I think within the stream will at most go for the next 10 minutes, and I want to sleep after that. All right. Invaders, I await you. Hello, friends. Anyone here today? Okay, so this is unfortunate. We are going to die. So this was the secret nuclear option of the pyromancers. We rarely talked about sometimes, you know, but yeah, I guess sometimes pyromancers like to whip that one out and do that to you. Okay, you guys, where would I find you all? I genuinely have no clue. Wi-Fi crit multiplier. Any success? If no success, I think we will probably wrap up for today. Y'all let me know. I'm sure we'll find a way to make it happen again. That is one of my favorite parts of these streams. Okay. We're just gonna go back to the kind of the sort of the way we came previously. And this time I think I might be able to fight the ninjas by hand. Oh, you something, huh? Okay. Oh man, the sword is a way more practical option. So I didn't actually say that. Okay, you guys, it looks like the invasion probably not happening tonight. Something's going on. Might be my connection. Might work better next time. I think this is probably a good point to end. I am very sorry, friends, for those of you who were excited to invade me. I think I'm gonna call it a night at this point. It has been more than 3 hours that we've been streaming, for which I am very glad. Thank you all who joined me. We got to 146 voices today, which is delightful. Previously we got to 600. I think that was a fluke. But eventually, I think we'll probably be able to get there again. This has really been awesome, man. Actually, we got 3 bosses. Man, kind of crazy, actually. So we defeated the random coven of wizards. Notably, we also had to kill that partner guy. Don't know his gimmick. He just didn't seem like a person that should have been left alive. So yeah, he's been dealt with. Then we destroyed the massive spider. I should have read the spider's name. I actually didn't. The spider was I mean, honestly, like a sick boss fight. I really enjoyed that. I wish that they were slightly more complex as opposed to just having a bunch of little spiders there. But that was still really cool. And then we also got to fight 2 Dragonriders. No. Before that, we met the world tree of some kind that told us that there's only 2 ways forward with reality, and that is that I take on the majesty of, not the majesty, I guess, yeah, take on the power of, like, a monarch, excuse me, and change the world, or let things be as they are. And I'm leaning towards the former option. I think changing the world may be the way to go. I'm searching for meaning, and that seems like a pretty good one to pursue at this time. Then we stormed Dranglake Castle and had to beat our head against a wall that was the puzzle. Eventually, after enough bloodshed, it was solved. And then finally, we went ahead and defeated 2 Dragon Rider knights after talking to the local queen, who told me to go find Vandrick. And then gambled with a bird. And that was our stream. Yeah. I think that was a pretty successful part of our journey, and I'm really looking forward to the next step. I suspect next stream is probably going to be next either Sunday or Monday. I will let you all know. Probably expect Monday, but again, I'll keep you all updated. But yes, on that note, friends, looking what everyone's saying. Crit Multiplayer says next time for sure next time. We're going to make it work. Lots of adventuring. George says, nice adventure, see you next time. And Wi-Fi says, I've run out of cracked orbs invading other people. Aw, sorry, dude. Well, I guess have fun farming. I hope you were able to get a unbroken orb. Sorry. Sorry, Wi-Fi. It's gonna happen, though. It's gonna happen for sure. I'm really looking forward to us confronting each other once again. Epic ideological struggle between the paladin and the wizard. And of course you, Crit Multiplier, you, the other wizard. Gotta keep battling. But yeah, so it's really been real, comrades. Hope you all have a wonderful day, or sorry, good night. And yeah, I guess cheers, y'all. Just excited to get back to Dark Souls 2 again. Good night.